Is everybody here?
Yeah, looks like we've got all four, right?
Yep.
Unless there's
Good
a new
morning,
Okay.
person that I don't know about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we added somebody that the DM doesn't even know about.
It's my
But yeah, feel
Oh,
free.
I saw the all day or all day, and I was like, is that a
Yeah,
person?
yeah, the owl
Because
guy.
that's the music. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's the music.
Yeah. I was like,
really
wait,
Who are
we have
you?
an
collection.
Who are you? Why are you singing or why are you playing music?
Why are you
Right.
singing? Shit, I'm not singing ever again.
So, so yeah, last time you guys started off strong with a couple of days over the high road. You're able to easily take down a group of goblins before you guys decided to take a rest through the night, and that's when it started to go downhill a little bit. You guys got attacked in the middle of the night by a giant spider, which unfortunately did down one of your characters, but you were able to save his life, though he was exhausted for the trip into the Kragmaw hideout. You guys easily ambushed and took care of two goblins that were outside the cave and the wolves that had been sicked on you. And as you started to go through the tunnel, you were waylaid by a few water traps and tipped off the large group of goblins that were inside the cave, which unfortunately started a cascade of battle that ended in the very tragic death of one of your party members, Ben. The former party leader of the group.
I feel so lost without him.
And however, through one final giant hit from your barbarian, you were able to scatter the rest of the goblins back into the cave. And too scared to withhold after that exchange, they tossed out a small human creature that you were able to pick up and bring back. You guys quickly made it back to your cart, and I'm just going to assume you all passed out there and were able to complete a long rest in which you leveled up to level 2. And that is where we're going to start our adventure once again.
Fly, you fools!
Is that the last thing Ben said?
Yeah, that was the. I told the
What are your
goblins they shall
final
not-
words? Fly, you
They shall not
fools!
pass. Yeah, the goblins shall not pass. And hi, you fools.
Shit.
So
We should
I
have played a
am.
war attrition game with them. Just set traps outside the cave.
I assume that my character won't be interacting until they get to the city. Is that what we're thinking?
That is the plan. I'll
Okay.
your character will be introduced
Got
if and when we get to Fandolin. I'm assuming
Yeah,
we're
if
going
and
to
when.
Fandolin, but
You survive.
Yeah, we're going straight to Fandolin without
Yeah.
that knowledge.
so as you guys wake up in the morning, you would find that the human has also come back to consciousness, though he is beaten, battered, bruised, and basically has 5 levels of exhaustion. It looks like he was right on the edge of dying, but you guys were able to save him. And he introduces himself as Sildar Hallwinter.
Can you type that in?
He is a human. He looks like he, when he's not, one exhaustion level away from dying, he looks like he could be a capable warrior. And he would say, "Thank you very much, adventurers. I assume you're the ones I have to thank for freeing me from that goblin situation I was in that cave."
Truly, you owe us no thanks. But Ben, our fallen comrade, deserves all your appreciation.
Sorry to hear that. It's a sticky situation. Can't say I'm surprised that not everyone made it out alive.
I'm surprised anybody made it out alive.
Indeed.
Truth be told, we
Was
were
one
actually
good with you?
looking for a dwarf prisoner, not a human. But I'm glad that you have woken up anyways.
Yes, you must be speaking of my traveling companion. Uh, but unfortunately, Gundren was taken before I had been knocked out in the cave. I believed that they intended to cook me for dinner. I was not a particularly useful captive, but Gundren they took along with his maps to the lost mine of Fandelver.
So you know where they took him.
I don't know. I don't know where he was taken, but I know that they had taken him elsewhere.
You said they'd taken his maps?
Well, he had a map to the lost mine, and I can only assume that they would have taken him and the map together to face some sort of leadership of whoever was in charge of this clan of goblins.
Well, hopefully he's still alive.
Hopefully.
Well, we had a mission from Gundren to bring his cart over to Vandalin.
That is indeed fortuitous. He had mentioned that he was going to hire a group of adventurers to escort the supplies to Phandalin. So I suppose that's where you're going next, then.
Yes, we need to finish the mission.
All right. Well, that's where I was planning to go too. I'd be happy to escort you, and while I don't have anything with me now, it was all taken by the goblins. I imagine I can scrounge together some coin to give a small thanks for saving my life, and I believe things had actually already been in motion in Phandalin. So I believe if you do still deliver the cart there, the proprietor of the establishment in Phandalin should be able to still pay you, even without Gundren being there.
That's good to know. Well then, should we continue? I look at the other player, or at the other adventurers.
I kind of sit there
go,
and think for
let's
a
go.
second, and I say to him, instead of coin, perhaps would you offer your companionship in our quests?
Well, I know that for sure I'm not going to be useful to anyone for a little while. Perhaps at some point down the road I can attempt to help you with something, but I'll need at least a few days of recovery before I can really do much of anything.
No worries. We have a spot on the cart actually for you to sit. I'll give him the spot I was sitting in
Okay,
when we were traveling.
quite gracious, thank you.
And you just rest the whole way. Eyes peeled if necessary, but if you fall asleep, no one will bother.
All right. So are you guys gonna set off on the Tribor Trail then towards Phandalin?
I just kind of look around for a leader.
No one's volunteering?
Harry needs a
I
new
look at the
leader.
group- I look at the two people still in the group and I say, if I remember right, one of you cited on the air of caution said not to go to this cave without further preparation. Which of you was that again? Last week, one of you wanted to skip the cave and go straight to town.
That was me. But
Old Jar, I apologize for my arrogance last time, and I think that you should be the new group leader.
though I would like to accept, but right now I'm just a young lad, and maybe in the future.
You may be a young lad, but it looks like you're the only one who made the right decision last time.
Well, if this
I'm
burden is
also a
placed
young
on
lad.
me, what say you? I look at Black Joel.
TikTok.
Ah,
What do you
TikTok.
think?
Sorry. Sorry.
You mind if I call you Double T?
Yeah. Sorry, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
Sounds
we
there.
good.
can hear you.
All right. Yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah, I think someone with they are young has also a different take about things. I'd rather be supporting the group. Yeah.
Sounds like TikTok would rather support you, and I'd rather keep my mouth shut on future decisions. So, if that's enough say for you, Old Jar, then I think you're the party leader.
Oh, I'll reluctantly accept this, but I'll surely try to keep you all alive.
Yes, I'll still give you input
Alive sounds good.
when necessary, but um, I'll try to leave the final decision to you always.
Well, thank you for your. I will. I will. I will graciously accept your advice. Then, shall we continue then?
Yeah, I'm gonna help our new friend Sildar get up on the wagon.
And he would need help. His speed is currently 0, so he actually can't move on his own.
How much does he weigh?
That's a good question.
Is he a large human?
No,
Big
he's
boy?
well. His official size is medium, but he's not a particularly tall human. You almost might mistake him for a dwarf, but on closer inspection,
Fantastic.
yeah, you would see that he is indeed a human.
Okay, I think I got this myself then. With my 10 strength, I go very, very slowly and support him up onto the thing. Little wagon spot. Shoot. Ben was our driver as well. Does anyone I'm not familiar with these animals. Is anyone else here familiar?
Well, I'm usually the lookout.
TikTok, you'll drive? Fantastic.
Okay.
That sounds a great idea.
I guess we're ready to head out.
All right, so TikTok steps up there with Sildar, and you guys each flanking the cart set out on the road. What pace would you like to set for the day as you travel towards Phandalin?
Are we still at the corner
Yeah,
of this road?
yeah, you're just where the high road meets the Tribber Trail. So you know you would have about a day, about a day's journey left.
Please check.
Oljar, I think we should take a more cautious pace with this injured fellow here.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. We don't know the road ahead, and the Tribord trail is not as safe as the high road.
Okay.
Fantastic points, Captain.
So you're able to go 18 miles at 18 miles a day at a slow pace, but you are able to move stealthily, so it's less likely that anything would come across you or hear you as you pass, and you all have advantage on perception checks if you want to look for anything while you're traveling. And halfway through the travel day, I am going to have TikTok roll a d8 to see how the day's travel is going.
Tick tock on the clock, this party won't stop. No.
So about halfway through the day, it starts to rain. It's not a heavy rain, but it's it does start coming down a little bit, which makes it even harder for anything to notice you as you go by.
I kind of say to Oljar, I guess when it rains, it pours. Not a good day to send off a fellow adventurer.
I. But this rain is also a blessing.
I stare up into the rain to hide my tears.
So at the end of the day, you do meet the fork in the road that, and you see a signpost that says that has a south pointing uh, arrow that points towards Fandolin, and then a stake to the northeast that is labeled Connieberry, which is not on any map that you've seen of this area. So you would assume that it hasn't been around long enough to make it on the maps, but apparently there is a settlement to the northeast, but it has not been put on your map or any
Kinda
map
wishing
you've
I
seen.
was a map maker right now. Map maker's wet dream. This sign, Oljar, is it on the map?
Don't see it. Well, wait, the sign or the
Does
town thing?
Does it coincide with the map? I mean,
Well, it seems that Fandolin is that way, as the sign points.
as the sign points, yes.
Yes.
I'm not one to trust a tree, however.
It's a post.
Right?
I look at you, like, confused.
Only part of a tree. Even lesser.
So yeah, TikTok. If you ask Sildar, he would say yes. I believe that is the way to Fandolin. This does look correct.
Okay, just remember that the suns and all that. We don't want to end up going the wrong direction. You know.
Yeah, so
That
as
is
you
true.
come to the end of your adventuring day, the sun starts to set. And you're probably about half a day's journey, just looking at the map. You're about half a day's journey away from Fandolin. I assume you all would want to camp out here for the night?
Yes, that would be a great idea.
Okay.
Imagine near the city, near the danger, as they would know people are traveling in and out. So I think we should rest as well.
Okay. So you guys set up camp for the night. I'm assuming you guys would want to take watches.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna have. Let's go ahead and have Oljar roll a d20.
D20. Okay.
Rusty said he's got to restart his
13?
Discord.
Okay.
Because his computer's messed up.
Yeah, that's all good. So I'm just gonna save you guys the roll and let you know that nothing happens throughout the night. You guys are able to keep a watch, and anyone who has a point of exhaustion can take off one additional. So that's 2 since we started. If anyone had 2, you would now be at 0.
Yeah, TikTok, you're
TikTok,
unexhausted now.
I thought you were to 1 after that last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you took... Yeah, because you were at 2 levels last session. So you took a long rest at the beginning of the session, and now you've taken another one, so you're now... You have no exhaustion remaining.
Can you hear us, Rusty? Check.
Yep, there you are.
In
Yeah, we
well.
can hear it. Yes.
Yes.
All good. We're just deciding rest orders over here.
Well, nothing
Captain-
happens.
Captain Oljar, I'll do whichever rest you prefer.
Wait. You'll take the. I'm fully health up, so I can take the first 2, and then you can take the second one, and then TikTok can take the last one, so you can fully rest.
So you guys make camp. You set up your watches. Everyone, after a harrowing day the day before, you all are vigilant and alert, and nothing approaches you throughout the night. All of your watches pass without any issue. You get that long rest, and you guys are able to continue on the next day.
Does that mean that the exhaustion level is gone for whomever had it last time?
Yeah.
Yes. Sir.
Yeah, only Sildar has exhaustion points now.
Okay.
All right, so as you guys set out, you guys have about another half a day's journey to Phandalin. And you guys are able to easily get there without issue.
The road was long and the journey was extraneous, my friends, but it looks like we have made it here. What a pretty town! Oh!
The ruddy track emerges from the wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations, more old ruins and crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars. They surround the newer houses that are like in the middle of the town, which shows this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. But most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of cart tracks, which widen into muddy main streets of sorts as it climbs toward a manor tower at the hillside on the east side of town. But none of you have been here before except for Sildar. And he points out to you as you go over. I believe Barthen's Provisions was the location that you were to bring the carts to, and that's that red building right up in front of us here. You guys are up at the top of the map currently, coming off the Trubor Trail.
Okay, I ride the hot cart up to the provision and say, "Oh, I need to stretch me dwarven legs. I'm glad we're here," and I dismount.
All right, and he would say that I'm gonna go get myself a room at the Stonehill Inn. He points to a white roofed building just a little bit below
This one.
Barthen's Provisions. Yep.
Okay. I'd like to help him over there.
Okay, and you definitely can. He would mention, once you are done here, perhaps join me at the Stonehill Inn, and I'm sure I can secure rooms for all of you as well. There should be plenty of rooms for everyone.
Fantastic, thank you. I'll help you hobble on over, as it looks like you might not be up to pace quite yet.
He would gladly accept. Meanwhile, the rest of you pull the cart into Barthen's Provisions.
Bro, how is this spider still alive? I've hit it with a blowtorch 3 times. And I tried smushing it. I might have like an infestation in here.
Radioactive spiders that can't die.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm going for it right now. Give me a second. I'm fueling up the ammo. Who doesn't kill bugs with a blowtorch, though? Am I right?
I mean, it's true.
You don't have to touch it that way.
All right, so you can tell on first glance that Barthen's Provisions, as you walk in, is likely the biggest trading post in Phandalin. Its shelves are stocked with ordinary goods and supplies, including backpacks, bedrolls, rope, rations, all those kind of things. The place is open from sunup to sundown. Barthen's doesn't appear to stock any weapons or armors. You do see the proprietor leaning back behind the counter, balding human male, looking about 50 years old, and seems to have a kind manner as he speaks to his employees, and you see them running around. You see a couple of young clerks who are helping currently to unload and to unload the wagon for you all. And as you approach,
Well-
he says, "Ah, you must be the adventurers that were sent by Gundren. I see you've brought the cart with all the supplies.
Yes, we did.
Excellent. He had sent word just a couple of days ago. I thought he was going to arrive here first, but it seems as though you've all beat him here."
Aye, we have some sad news.
Oh,
It seems Gundren and his companion Sildar were ambushed by some goblins.
ah, I see. Yeah, that has been happening occasionally on the road recently. We've been having issues with goblin incursions. It would appear as though the Kragmaw clan is having some sort of plan to try to slow down the mining rush in this area, trying to pick off people on the roads. Unfortunate to hear.
Yes, we managed to save Sildar. He's at the end.
Ah, well, that's good news at least.
But you said the Goblin clan?
Yes, they're known as the Kragmaw clan. I believe they have, from what I've heard, they consist of mostly goblins with a few bugbear leaders. And it's been rumored that they have a castle in the area that they operate out of, but no one that I've talked to knows the whereabouts of it.
Well, we'll be more aware in the road now. Or at least if we see that, how do you call it, castle, we'll make sure to bring it up to the authorities or take it out ourselves, depending on what's more achievable.
Well, it looks like it would just be 1 minute, but as we'll go over to the Stonehill Inn real quick. So Harry, as you help Sildar into the inn, you see that he is seated across. Like he does take a seat across from somebody that he does know. Somebody that he had actually sent for to come help with some of these endeavors that they had been looking to do here. He says, "Ah, Ezra, it's good to see that you'd arrived. Ezra, this is Harry, one of the adventurers that had been coming along for this task with that Gundren had hired them for."
Yes, Sildar, I think adventure is the right word now. I started off as a hopeful adventurer, and I am no longer hopeful.
Oh, wait, are you the guys from Neverwinter?
Yes, hi, we are from
Oh.
Neverwinter. I
Right.
actually hail from many places, but that is the last place I was.
Where's Ben?
You see, that's why I'm no longer hopeful. We don't have.
What do you mean?
Ben's the only one who didn't make it here with us. The others are nice and sound. Hopefully,
didn't
however,
make it?
Gundren has not joined Ben.
Wait, Ben didn't make it. You're saying he died?
Unfortunately, yes.
Ugh.
And it
Ben
was
is
all
my
my
cousin.
fault. Oh no. I say that like the same time as him. Like I tell him I got him killed right when he says it's my cousin.
Wow,
Ben.
the small world.
We studied
Actually,
together.
was
for
not
a
aware
while.
you had been related.
Yeah, we studied together for a while, and then, we're doing our different things. But I was looking forward to meeting him here in town, and just to catch up. And I haven't seen him for a few years, but
I dropped full prostate fucking Japanese face
Prostrate?
around. Prostrate. There you
Dropping
Not prostate.
prostate is a completely different thing.
go. Sorry. I dropped.
Usually involves the cough.
I dropped to the ground, just absolutely slammed my face into the ground with no regards to safety, and begin to apologize profusely to Ezra. If I had just listened and came straight here rather than following the goblins. Ben
Whoa,
would never
Harry.
have died. It's all my fault.
Harry. Whoa, Harry. This adventuring thing's a dangerous business. I'm sure Ben knew full well what he was into and trying to do, and I'm sure you did your best to help him, and he must have thought highly of you to head off with you in the first place. He wouldn't just go off adventuring with anybody, so he was new to this, but he was a good judge of character, so
it must have been the front of confidence that I held that led him to believe I could save him or protect him in any way.
well,
I will not make the same mistake again, Ezra.
well, seeing as you guys have lost Ben, I was looking for work here in town, and now that I have this news, I want revenge on the goblins more than anything. Of course, revenge is a dish best served cold, so I don't want to put too much. That's not the right way for me to think. I'm still so angry though.
Your
About
anger
Ben.
is misplaced, I think, Ezra. You should carry some towards me. The goblins, you see, did not ambush us and kill Ben. It was us who rushed to ambush the goblins that got him killed. And it was my idea.
Well, were you just hanging out with the guy, just playing a game, or why were you there going after the goblins?
Okay, I guess they ambushed us the first time, but
Okay.
the second time in which he died was my idea. The
Harry,
guilt
I forgive
consumes
you.
me.
I forgive you, but you have to forgive yourself.
I'm gonna leave slowly with tears in my eyes because it's raining outside and no one can notice.
TikTok gives Aragon a little bit a pat on the back and a hug.
Oh,
I just kind of tell them I'm gonna go help unload the wagon.
So I introduce myself to the other guys here. Who are you guys? What are your names?
I'm Ujar. Ear.
Uljar.
Well,
to
man,
meet you, Uljar.
I'm Agram, and you can call me TikTok.
I will go with TikTok. Nice to meet you, TikTok. Thank you for being a friend to Ben.
You know Ben?
Yes, as I was telling Harry, who just walked out abruptly, he was my cousin. So we certainly knew each other. I actually looked forward to seeing him upon your arrival. So of course I am devastated to learn of his death. I'm sure, as I told Harry, that Ben was a good judge of character, and he wouldn't have gone out adventuring with someone who wasn't someone who would be looking after him. So
Well, Ben died a warrior.
thank you.
Surely we would not be here without Ben's sacrifice.
I appreciate those words.
Yes, let's
I fear it
let's
was
have a
also
beer.
my idea to make him the party leader, so perhaps he felt responsibility for us.
That was Ben, though. Ben was always ready to take on a challenge, to step into a role, even if he didn't think he was the best suited for it. That was just who he was.
Not a man I could have swayed easily then.
Let's make a toast to Ben in the tavern after we have completed our task at the provisions.
That sounds good. I'll buy.
so
think.
Ezra, if you would actually, I'm going to go ahead and have you describe your character as you all meet outside of the Stonehill Inn.
Yeah, Ezra's just a little bit taller than Ben was. So Ezra's about 6 foot tall. He's a little stockier, not huge or thick, so to speak, but he's about 6 foot, maybe about 200 pounds. Dark hair. He's also he's just a little bit younger than Ben. Ben was about 40. You'd estimate Ezra maybe in his mid 30s. So he's wearing some armor. He has a shield with him, and just some other provisions. Looking like he was ready to go out, as he was waiting news of new jobs, but he'll be sticking around here to figure out what the next steps are for this group.
All right. Well, as you guys go and revisit with Barthen, he would present you with a sack filled with 50 gold. Your payment for the delivery, with a little bit of interest because of your troubles on the road.
Thank you very much.
We should split this and give Ben's part to Ezra.
Yes.
If that's fair, Oljar.
I think that would be.
I kind of like pull Oljar aside for a second too, and I'm like, hey, I know I put you on the spot on the road there, but traveling without some kind of lead is just a mistake. But if it really makes you uncomfortable, because I know we're a little younger, perhaps you could defer to Ezra. But it's up to you. I won't mention it to them.
Well, I am kind of wondering that myself, but at the same time, I will first like to see how Israel fights, how he, if he's able to, or if he's able to command as well as Ben.
Capability is important. I understand. I just thought I'd mention it.
Yes. But I understand your, how do you call it, your reasoning. Well then, I look towards the rest of the group and be like, start distributing the gold. So it'll be 10 for me, 10 for Earfrin.
It's
10
12 gold and 5 silver a piece, if you guys wanted
Oh.
to split it exactly evenly.
12?
12 gold, 5 silver.
Okay, 12 gold, 5 silver then.
Does that need to go? Do we just put that on our sheets, or does that go in like the party loot? Okay, we just put it in the sheets.
Well, yeah, if you guys want to save up stuff, like when you're on adventuring, when you're just gathering stuff as you go, you can put it in the party loot and then distribute it at the end. Yeah. But yeah, like this one, we're just doing a straight payout. You guys might as well just add it straight to your. Which, by the way, Barthen would mention to you guys that if you're still looking for adventuring or things to do, I would suggest visiting the Town Master's Hall. It's just south of the Stonehill Inn. That's big building with a red roof, and that's where the town master is, and where the job board is. That's where people from the town go to post odd jobs that they have that would suit a strong adventuring party like yourselves. Meanwhile, if you need any general supplies, feel free to come back here. But I know you adventurers like your armor and your weapons. If you guys are looking for somewhere to purchase those kind of things, unfortunately I don't have them, but I would suggest down to the southwest part of the town, the Fandolin Miners Exchange and the Lion Shield Coster. Those are the two places where you would find more adventuring type items like weapons, armor, and magical supplies, those kind of things.
Well, thank you so much.
Excellent. First place called again?
Well, the Fandolin Miners Exchange, he says, is where you would find more general adventuring goods, where the Lion Shield Coster is where you would find more of your weapons and armaments. He would also mention that there is a blacksmith right next door to where he is, the smithy. That's where you would go to have something crafted, have something upgraded, or repaired.
Can it repair my heart?
You can certainly try.
I actually have a character bond, which didn't make as much sense before we started. But with Ben's death, it actually perfectly like rounds my role play section of my sheet off. So thank you for dying.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, what would you guys like to do next?
Well, should we go for that drink? I look at Ezra.
Go to where?
Well, you said go to the tavern, get a drink,
Yeah.
Yeah,
then
let's
from
get
there-
a beer.
Do that.
and then
Alright.
from there we can check either I look at TikTok and be like the miners exchange. We can go after that.
Did you guys split the
Yeah.
50 GP? Because I already put 12.5 on my page.
Yes,
Yep.
we did.
Yep.
Everyone got it? Alright, I'm taking it out of the thing. I'm
Yep,
gonna
let's
stop
go to the
by the
tavern.
smithy real quick if you don't mind.
So everyone heads to the Stone Mill Inn, but you do see your buddy Harry excuses himself for a moment and hops into the smithy.
Y'all can go.
Who do you want to go? Yeah, who wants to go first? Why don't you explore the smithy, because we can amble over to the inn.
That's a good idea. Do you mind if I see how much these 4 scimitars might sell for in scrap metal? We can split it, of course.
Sure.
What say you, old jar?
Don't mind.
Sounds like a plan. I'll take the 4
Yep.
scimitars out of the party loot.
Okay. So the blacksmith in the blacksmith shop actually is not interested in purchasing used armor or weapons. But he does mention that if there was any place in town that was going to buy those, it would be the Lion Shield Coster. They buy and sell arms and armaments.
I'm not one to just walk in there with business first, so I'd actually like to know his name and introduce myself as well, with my full name of Harry Daggerhop III. We just take that as that. We don't have to roleplay it out if you don't want.
Sure. Yeah. No, his name is Eldon Greywarn, and
Would you mind typing names for me?
sure.
I'm not very good at sounding things out, man. Dude, I've torched this spider 7 times. I just tried to smash it and it fell back in the corner and it's climbing up the fucking wall again. I'm gonna get my
Time to
fucking
capture it and
block
make it a pet.
in a minute. You can't keep a pet that you've tortured. I'm trying to put it out of its misery at this point because it's been fucking torch bladed too many times. I don't know how it's still alive. I think it's part cockroach.
Could be.
I don't even want to go in that corner anymore, dude. That thing bites me. I'm gonna turn into like the Blob. Not even Spider.
Or Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, but all my bones burn.
No, worst case you shoot web out of your butt. That's about it.
That's
That
exactly what I
sounds
was
the
going to
worst
say.
case. I can think of one worse.
All right. So meanwhile, as you guys head into the Stonehill Inn, you see that Sildar is still there, and he offers to buy you all around. You see a young page that comes to him, and they actually bring him a small sack, and he sends him off with a couple of small notes. Seems as though he has possibly a squire that has joined him here and is helping him run some errands. But in thanks for saving him, he would pay 10 gold to the three of you, Harry, TikTok, and Uljar.
I'm not there, so I guess someone else collects that.
Yeah. But he would give you 30 gold to split amongst yourselves. And he would mention that he has arranged for you all to have rooms here for as long as you like, here in the Stonehill Inn.
Thank you for your generous reward.
Oh, it's not it's the least I could do. With how bravely you all saved my life and the danger that you all put yourselves in for that. I can't thank you enough. I would not be here if not for your bravery. So it's really the least I can do. And if there's anything else I can do to help you out, all you need to do is ask.
Then when the time is needed. Well, then should we have a toast?
I'd love that.
Yes. Oh, in the remembrance of our friend Ben and leaders.
So Ben,
Our leader Ben.
So let's. Is there a table we can go sit down at to
yeah, absolutely.
talk?
Yeah, there's several tables. There's a small bar area, and food and drinks is brought out to you as you will. It's getting to about a little bit past evening at this point. The sun's still up, but you guys could tell that sundown would be within the next couple hours. You had gotten here about halfway through your traveling day and going around doing a couple of errands here and there. It's starting to get later in the day.
Okay, after the smithy stop, I kind of like stop in to check with them. I let them know the smithy, Eldon Greywarn, won't take this, but he said that possibly these shields, damaged leather armor, and the scimitars could be sold at Lion Shield Coster. So I'm going to head over there next, as long as that's okay with everybody else.
So I actually have leatherwork tools and I'm proficient in it. So DM, does it help if I repair it first before selling?
If you think you can repair them, then I'll leave those to you on the cart while I go, or if we don't have the cart anymore, wherever our shit is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cart would have been left at Barthen's Provisions, yeah.
Okay, well then I will drag the shields and the scimitars over to the Lion Shield Coster.
Okay.
And you can see about these 4 leather armors. I just kind of leave those there. I imagine I've got my rope tied in a kind of like net form, but it very shittily, so it's just on the bottom. Not like actually a net, like I just squiggled it back and forth and then laid these heavy things on it. I've got 2 ends to help drag the stuff without it getting more damaged. Should like some kind of rope check for that?
No, you're able to do that easily enough.
I was like, could I take 10 on that one? All right. Then I'll drag that stuff over to the Lions Coster, if that's fine with you guys. Same deal with the scimitars. Just split the money after.
You bet.
Fine.
All right, so for each of the shields, they offer you 10 gold.
Who offers me 10 gold, my friend?
That is a
I,
good...
Harry Daggerhop III, am looking for someone who is interested in worn adventuring goods, but not too worn.
All right, so as you approach the Lion Shield Coster, hanging above the front door of this modest-looking trading post is a sign shaped with a wooden shield and a blue lion painted on it.
Ooh.
Um,
Does the book have like a picture for that? I'd actually love it. If not, don't like try and draw one for me.
it does not, unfortunately.
Great description though.
Thank you.
It made me long for more.
As you enter, though, you see, it's a very well stocked shop with pretty much any kind of general weapon, or armament you could imagine. Multiple types of each, and sitting in the back, but hearing that someone has come in, you hear emerging from the back of the shop a young woman by the name of Lanine Greywind. And she would introduce herself.
Right. If you could type that one in as well.
Absolutely.
I introduced myself. I guess I already did as I announced my entrance.
Sure. Yeah, and this woman, she looks to be about in her mid-30s. And she says, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Bro, this spider is either very intelligent, which is scary as fuck, or it's hanging on by a thread. Because it climbed up the wall twice now, and the first time I filled up my torch, y'all probably heard that, and this time I just picked it up, but both times it fell off of the wall immediately.
Well, burn your house down, man. It has happened.
You think it's aware that I'm trying to burn it?
It's
Oh,
learning.
boy.
There
It's
literally
learning and
was
growing.
somebody who burned their house down trying to kill a spider. That was in the news like a year ago.
I'm not surprised.
Look, it's a very controlled flame, and I have a fire extinguisher, but thank you.
That's good.
Honestly, just get yourself a sandal, man. A sandal kills
No, but
everything.
it's in a corner. It keeps climbing up a corner. I gotta like squish it with
Oh,
paper towels. And when I
shoot.
tried that, it jumped off.
Oh wow.
You gotta pinch it in the paper towel.
I tried, like,
and
I was
immediately
coming
take it to the
flamethrower.
toilet.
Yeah, that's
You
what I was
flush
gonna
it.
say.
That's how you get rid of a spider. You flush it.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Alive or dead, it's gone now.
Okay.
So yes,
You said she's young. Like how young?
35, about mid-30s is what you would estimate.
Oh, okay. She's older than me.
Yeah, so not an old lady, but not quite middle-aged.
She's a woman for sure.
Yeah.
I was just making sure, like, if it was like a teenager, I was gonna be like, is there someone else who works here? Like, nice to meet you, Miss Greywind. Would you be interested in my wares? As I kind of gesture a wafting hand over my wares on the ropes.
Ah, yes.
Step to the side.
We've been getting a large influx of these kind of generic weapons and many shields. May I ask you where you got these?
Yes. Yes, you may.
Well, where did you get these?
Oh, that was the question. My bad. I misunderstood. I got these on my adventure here from Neverwinter off of some fellow travelers who did not need them any longer. They were willing to gift them to us for free.
Oh, some very generous friends you have there. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Sheesh.
Ah, yes, friends. I get a lot of people that bring stuff in here from their friends.
Yes, I'm sure. The man we met at the supply store, the general supplies, Barthen, I believe, he said that a lot more friends have been showing up recently, as I try and spin that back in my favor. Amongst the roads from here to Neverwinter.
Yes, there's been many people traveling in here from far and wide because of the rumors of the once lost but now apparently discovered mine area. It's been good for business. I've been being sure to keep well in stock, so I'd be more than happy to purchase these from you.
Well,
She looks over them. And you can tell she's studying very closely to see what condition all of these are in.
Yeah, what kind of battleware they've been through.
Right. It does look like they weren't particularly well cared for. I'm guessing that your friends were not exactly the most refined people.
No, you could say they were some of the lowest of the low, actually. However, I do believe these have seen their fair share of wear, but still serve a purpose. Take your time looking over them if you'd like. I'll just be pondering thoughts to myself and looking at your wares.
Feel free to take all the time you need. And she would look them over, and well, I could probably offer about 10 gold for each shield. So let's see, you said you had 4 shields, and what else did you have?
4 scimitars.
The scimitars sell for a little more. I could probably offer you 12 gold for each of the scimitars.
I'd like to be in her good graces, so I offer her the scimitars for the same deal as the shields.
Okay. She would gladly accept, so
Also, it would be incredibly inappropriate of me to be greedy in this time, because I only got these from a sacrifice from a friend.
Well, are you looking to purchase anything?
Hold on, 80 party gold. Where's my party loot sheet? Oh, there it is. Shield's gone. Someone took that short bow at some point already.
I did.
Well, there would have been at least 4 short bows.
Yeah, there's 4 short
So
bows.
there's probably 3 short bows still in the party loot.
We didn't put it on the party loot. Does that mean we lose it?
No.
Okay, well, I guess I'll try and sell her the 3 short bows as well.
She would also offer the same price for those, 10.
Okay, so that puts us at 110. I let her know that I have to split this, or I'll say it in character. Fuck it. It's quite possible that I or a fellow of my team will need something from you in the future. Mrs. Greywind, was it? I seem to have lost my train of thought.
It's Ms. Greywind.
Ms. Greywind. Sorry. My apologies.
No offense intended, I'm sure.
But I must go split our earnings, and then I can come back with my share.
Very well. A team, you say? Do you have a group that you adventure with?
Yes, we've just formed, so we are not well heard of or named quite yet. But I'm sure you will be seeing us again.
Well, I believe a group of these, well, I guess I'll just keep calling them friends, that you may have gotten some of these items from. I believe they may have also gotten their hands on one of my shipments that were recently coming in. If you happen to find in your adventures a large crate of a large wooden crate with the lion shield crest that you saw out in front of my shop, I'd be willing to pay a decent reward for that if you're able to bring it back to me.
I have no issue with this. May I ask what the items are? Perhaps they've already opened the shipment, but I could find what was inside anyways.
Well, it was mainly general supplies for upkeep. As you can see, I have quite the supply already, but one thing that I needed additional resources in was for upkeep of all this armor and weaponry.
Well, a lady such as your standards, I'm sure, has quite a demand as well.
Indeed.
Aha, aha. I say that in character.
Yeah.
Die, you motherfucker. How are you not dead?
Immune to fire damage. Have you not figured
Bro.
that out?
It's not.
Is Harry
It
going to
can't
be the kind of character that I'm like, yeah, the fire doesn't seem to have any effect on the giant spider, and you're just going to keep on throwing fire at
wisdom,
it?
real life. Fuck. Alright. I've written down that quest. Did she say it was from Neverwinter?
Yeah, it had been being shipped from Neverwinter to here, and
off the same road somewhere.
yeah,
Perhaps deeper in that cave.
it very well could have been.
Almost like we would have went there anyways. Harry. Why? Harry thinks about that as he leaves, and he's like, damn. Not only was I wrong, but it was proven to me the same day that I already figured it out myself. I just return with them, share with them that we've got 110 gold to split. I don't have any sort of receipt, so I guess you gotta take my word. Whatever
Well,
that's worth.
Everyone make a quick insight check. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, here's your 10 gold, Harry. This is
I
first.
like look at him for a second. I'm like 110 and what?
So much gold.
Well, I give Harry his 10 gold for saving Seldar.
Already?
Well, TikTok, you also have 10 gold.
Everybody got 10 gold from that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't mind if it's all right with you, Captain, if we were to split this 110 also with Ezra, as it's technically an inheritance of some sort.
I was thinking maybe we should use that money for our adventures, like having rations for our adventure party when we're low on supplies, or we need to get some, healing potions or something like that, like an overall.
If you'd like to spend it on potions, I believe we might barely cover one or two. But I could go handle that business as well for you.
Yes, I think having a healing potion or trying to find some healing potions is at least at our conditions. If we're gonna travel, if we're gonna have multiple future battles, is a good idea.
All right, I will seek the best deal I can. By the way, I don't want to say per se that it was a slap in the face, but it seems as if it's quite possible the goblins that we had encountered had stolen another shipment from the Lion Shield coster. We were asked if we would like to go back to that cave again and look for it.
Well, we do know the way. We do know where it is. And honestly, I don't mind killing some goblins.
Well,
And I look at Ezra. Would, would you
I'm
mind
all.
killing?
I wouldn't mind killing some goblins either.
TikTok? TikTok says
Yay!
Yay!
yeah. All right. I think so.
Well, I'm a little hesitant, as you could understand, but at least this time it's not my idea.
Well, it's late tonight, or it's getting late. If anything, we should just rest, and then we'll head to the town to check for other quests.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Do we
I'll
have time to
go.
move around?
Well,
Excuse me.
at this point, it's getting pretty late. The sun's going down. You would assume that most of the shopkeeps would be just about to close the door. So if you were to go somewhere, it'd be kind of like driving up to the drive-through 5 minutes before the place closes. You could if you wanted, but you all have been traveling for several days and are tired, and you figure it couldn't hurt to get a good night's sleep and start fresh in the morning. But if you guys are dead set on doing something, you might be able to get it in just before places close up shop.
Hmm.
I
Anything.
will definitely head to a room if we have one.
Yeah, each of you have rooms, so the
Okay.
Whew.
yeah, each of you have your own individual rooms supplied to you by Sildar. Anyway, let's give you guys a little bit more of a description of the Stonehill Inn. It's right in the center of town. It's a large, looks newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals, so you could talk to any of them if you would like. And they all are eyeing you with curiosity, as you all are, the new people in town. But they have seen Sildar before, so as they see you speaking with Sildar, they maybe get a little bit less suspicious. And you see the proprietor, who's been running around taking care of everything. You hear his name thrown out a couple times by some of the regular patrons. Tolbin Stonehill. Looks like a young, friendly human male. And I will give you that name in writing.
Thank you.
My pleasure. And so yeah, what you guys do is up to you, but Tolbin would have brought 5 keys to Sildar, and he would have given one to each of you. Then they're numbered with a room upstairs in the inn.
I will thank him and confirm that he is indeed Tolbin Stonehill. I've heard such great things.
Oh, I thank you very much.
I will introduce myself as Harry Daggerhop III, and let him know it is my pleasure to dine and rest in such a fine establishment.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. I don't see many of your kind around. It's nice to meet you.
That's strange. I swore I saw at least 10 rabbits on the way here, I say jokingly.
He chuckles.
Perhaps they were not talking rabbits. I didn't ask.
Well, if I can suggest, coming off of losing Ben at the hands of the goblins, it would probably be best for us to rest tonight and go in fully rested, prepared with a plan. That would be my recommendation. I like the idea. I think I heard someone mention that we might have enough to buy 1 or 2 healing potions. I think that might be a great idea as well. What do you guys think?
Yes. I think I'm gonna try and help TikTok repair these leatherworks. I know nothing of the sort, but at least I could be a tool holder. We'll sell those tomorrow. And I guess we'll split up. I'll sell those and then buy the potions. You guys go find anything else we might need or talk to other townsfolks. I'm not
Go
sure.
to the town hall to see what other quests or rumors.
Perhaps there's another task another villager could assign us. But definitely allow me to go see Miss Greywind the second time.
Also know the local layout. That's also good. Or at least where some parts of the map are.
Hey, yo, he's on the wall. He's out of the corner. Let me get a shoe.
All right, so you all bed down for the evening. Fairly comfortable rooms, not anything too luxurious, but after several nights camping out on hard, cold ground out on the road, a nice bed and not having to feel like you're constantly looking over your shoulder is certainly a welcomed change. And you are all able to get a or a long rest in, and the sun comes up in the morning as you all wake up, and you're fed a solid breakfast from your new friend Toblin. Toblin, and the day is yours.
I couldn't find a shoe. Hit it with a disc golf disc. Problem solved.
It was immune to fire damage. All you had to do is bludgeoning, man.
Yeah, right. Bludgeoning damage. It was.
I just want y'all
Oh,
to know.
man.
It was
It's a
very
spider.
vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
That was like a 4-day story arc for me. I just want y'all to know that. He got on my desk at one point, and I was like, bet, easy. He like was in the corner like 5 feet from my desk most of the time. He got on my desk one time. I was like, bet, easy. I was in a dungeon in WoW. I was like, just give me a few minutes. You're fucked. I looked away for 2 minutes, and I looked back, and because he was like 2 feet away from me, he plopped down from the ceiling, freaked me the fuck out. And I was like, you're done for. Just let me finish this boss. Looked away, finished the boss, looked back. He was nowhere to be found. Searched high and low. He made his way back to the fucking corner. I think he just grabbed a snack off my desk.
You can now level up to level 2, and I mean you, not your character.
Thank God. I'd like to take
What class are you gonna up?
I'd take a level in wizard any day. Or sorcerer, either one.
I think I'm gonna take a level in cleric, and I'd like to be a cleric of whatever the fuck smites spiders.
Paladin.
Yeah.
It's more like a ranger, right? Isn't that more like a ranger, a favored
Yes.
enemy or whatever?
Ah, yeah. Favorite enemy, arachnids.
Yes, I'll be a ranger.
Spider hunter.
All right, so what would you guys like to do?
Well, I want to talk to Toblin.
Yeah.
I just want to hear rumors or like just what's the down low on the town.
Well, Phandalin, the revival's been going on for about the last 20 to 30 years or so. People started to move back here when rumors started to surface about a long-lost magical forge that creates magical items located in what was thought to be a lost cave. But apparently some people have started to discover its location. But it's a pretty heavily guarded secret from anyone who knows where it is. We don't really have any official town leadership, but we do have someone who's kind of appointed himself as the town master and is sort of running things in this area. Let's see. His name is Harbin Wester. He typically you can find him in the town master hall, and he'd be happy to discuss with you more what the regular goings on in the town are. But one thing I would suggest to avoid, this isn't just simply because they're the main competition, but down the road to the east is the Sleeping Giant. I would suggest steering clear of that inn. That's where all of the Red Brand are located. They usually stay there, and they don't take kindly to new people.
Red Brand?
Yeah, they're basically like the town watch. Not necessarily officially, but as the towns started to gather up and become more popular, we started to have goblin incursions, not just on the roads, but direct here into Phandalin. So the town master sought out a group of people to help protect the town. He hired this group of Red Brands, and well, they've been protecting the town, but they also occasionally cause some problems.
So the Red Brand Inn is owned by Harbin Wester? I missed that. I'm sorry.
Well, no, the Sleeping Giant Inn is it's let's see.
Brands.
Yeah, the Sleeping Giant Inn it's not really run by the Red Brands, but that's where they often stay.
Okay, just so the ruffians of the town, you can say.
Yes, indeed. That is how I would put it. They do protect the town from any kind of incursion, like from the goblins, but they also do go around the town occasionally collecting what they call a safety tax, if you will. It's a little silly because they're paid by the town to do that, but they can occasionally cause problems for you if you don't pay for their protection.
Sorry for the confusion, good sir, but is Harbin Wester the leader of the Red Brands or the owner of the inn?
No, he's the town. He's the town master.
Okay. He's in charge.
Well, he's the one who hired the Red Brands to protect the town, and he pays them from the city, which is we pay regular taxes to the town hall. I guess the Sleeping Giants occupants like to think that they can take a little extra for extra protection, so to speak. It's kind of an unfortunate situation, but one that the town master doesn't seem to care to pay much mind about.
Do you know perhaps the owner's name of the Sleeping Giant Inn or the leader of these Red Brands so I can avoid such folk in public?
I'm not sure if the Red Brands have a leader. I haven't really looked into it all that much. They may have a leader for all I know, but you may ask a couple other people in the town. The town master might know, but the other person I would say who might know is another big mover and shaker of the town is Halia Thornton. Here, let me grab this for you real quick. Halia runs the Phandalin Miners Exchange. If Harbin wasn't the town master, then I would say probably the next most influential person in the town would be Halia. So if anyone knew who might be in charge of the Red Brands, it would probably be her. She's quite the gossip and likes to put her nose into everyone's business.
Well, thank you for your information, sir.
Yes, thank you very
Well then.
much. I appreciate.
Well, you said where's the sleeping giant, so we can stay, or at least not
It's
stay
just
clear.
out to the east on the road here. About halfway between here and the large manor up on top of the hill, the Tresdar Manor.
Okay. Well,
So yeah, I'll show you on the map. Here's the Tresdar Manor that you guys have seen, and the Sleeping Giant is this building with the gray roof.
well, thank you.
And then he'd also talked about the Fandolin Miners Exchange, which is down to the south of the town.
South.
Yeah.
Well, where are you guys headed? I look towards the group.
I'll help you repair these leather armors, and then I'll head out to sell those and buy the potions. That's probably all I'll have time for today.
TikTok,
Sounds
you'll
good.
be working on the armors.
Yep. So DM, how do you do this? Do I roll something, or you just treat that the armor has to be back?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a leathersmithing tools check.
And can I apply help to that? If not, it's fine. I'll just stand here and look pretty.
So what I'll say is you would only be able to help if you have proficiency in leatherworkers tools.
I do not, but I'll pretend to be helping.
Okay, so that would be an 8. So you're able to get you're able to fix one set of the leather armor, where you feel like it's pretty much back to its full functionality, and thus you would probably be able to sell it for the full value rather than a partial value.
And does it take all day, or is it like the other 3 are just?
That would be for one full day of leather working.
Okay.
If you had rolled higher, what would have happened is you could have completed more work on it.
Perhaps I slowed you down without my knowledge and understanding. I'm sure the others will find no issue in us staying here one more night, TikTok. Tomorrow I will not slow you down. Yes, I'll go sell the one, I suppose.
Yeah. You, Ezra? What are your plans for today?
I think they already headed out, right?
Oh, they were headed out. Ezra?
He said be right back, and I'm back, but his mic is muted.
Yeah, his mic is muted.
Steve is muted, so he's probably still AFK.
Okay, then I'll just head out towards the how do you call it, the town master, and then after that I'll probably hit the
Miners Exchange.
The miners exchange.
Okay, so you go to the town master's hall, and first thing you would see there, there wouldn't be anyone in the entry hallway. But here, let me grab the exact description.
Rusty, they were just seeing where you were going today, because me and TikTok worked on the leather all day.
Oh, all day. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. And I went towards the how do you call it, the town hall. And
Okay.
then and then I asked you before I left, where are you going for the day, or if you're staying in the tavern.
Yeah. Since I'll ask if there are any temples or religious spots in the city.
There's not much. The one place I can think of is the Shrine of Luck. It's actually right across the road here.
Is that it on the map there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. It's run by Sister Garelli. Second here.
Really? Okay.
She's a young elf, and has been trying to bring some semblance of good luck and good fortune to us here in Phandalin, but there's not much of a big temple or religious aspect to the city overall.
Yeah, I'd like to chit chat with her.
I'm sure she would enjoy the interest.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll walk over there, have just a brief get to know you time.
Okay, well, first, let's go ahead and we will go with Uljar to the Town Master Hall. So in the entryway, the first thing you see is a large job board that has several notices pinned onto it.
Handwriting in this town.
Pretty
Well,
good.
Well, and as you look around to see if there's anyone in the Town Master Hall, you do find a page that is kind of sorting and organizing things, and they say, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Oh, hello there. I'm an adventurer that, that's coming through town with my adventure party.
Ah,
We're looking for jobs.
well, yes. People will typically come to the uh, to the Town Master Hall here to find if there's anything that needs to be done. They'll let me know about it, and I actually write out those on the board. So I generally don't have a lot more info than those, but I could certainly direct you to the right people. Are there any jobs in particular that you are interested in pursuing?
Hmm. I look at the board.
All right.
I'm reading.
You'd probably recognize we've already accepted the center one.
Stolen goods. Oh yes, I heard about this from one of my adventure groups. That someone stole the Lion Shield's outpost goods.
Ah, yes, Lenine. She's quite the good person. Does a nice job running her shop. It's a shame that her goods never arrived.
She said. Did she say if her goods never arrived to town themselves or
Yes, they
they
never
were lost?
arrived here, so she's assuming that it was one of the many issues that they'd have on the roads with the goblins. There have been a disturbing amount of reports recently about those, but the town master might know more. But I've just mostly heard the rumors.
Hmm. I see undead. And also, Hella. I've seen that name before.
Ah, yes, Halia. She's quite the influential person in the city. She's quite strong-willed and a bit headstrong. Likes to get her way.
I'll see. I'll keep these jobs in mind. Is it fine if I take some of these? How do you call it? And pin the papers.
Oh, here I have copies of them, and
Oh, thank you.
yeah, she'd be willing to give you a copy of each one if you'd like.
Yes, please.
It seems like much of her job here is literally just talking to the townspeople, writing down their problems, and then making copies to give to people if they want more details.
What a job.
I know. Did you require did you require a meeting with Master Harbin?
Hmm. You know what? Yes, I would like to introduce myself.
Okay, one
Maybe
moment.
he has also a job. Or at
Okay,
least he can tell me more about the town.
sure. All right, so she goes back to the back, and coming from the back, so you see a rather portly gentleman in what looks like they were once fine clothes, but maybe now are a little worn, almost like this guy had bought one nice suit and has been wearing it every day for years. Um, and this guy kind of seems like he's fat. He kind of has an air of pomposity, and as he says, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Yes, my name is Ojar, and I'm here with my adventure party to take on jobs.
Ah, yes, another group of adventurers. We've been having quite a few of those rolling through the city recently.
Hmm.
Any work in particular that you're looking for?
Ah, well, I just wanted to go. I just want to know the layout, or not the layout, but just the ta- the layout of the town and the inner and the outer and the what's the local markings of the town, you can say, and also of the surroundings possible.
All right, so well, very well. Let me take you on just a small tour, and he would take you outside,
Okay.
and he would basically point out all of the relevant buildings, especially the ones that are relevant to those on the job board. He would say
Okay.
that over here is the Alderleaf Farm. I believe one of the jobs is from Quilleen, who lives there with her son. So if you're interested, you would go there to speak with her.
Oh, okay.
You point out the Fandolin Miners Exchange, the Lion Shield Coster, the Shrine of Luck, which you've already seen, and then as a part of the Shrine of Luck, that right next door to that is Sister Jirali's house. But those are pretty much all of the areas that are relevant. And he would also say, this is my home right here. So if you're ever needing me and I'm not here at the town hall, I'm most likely right here at my home.
Oh, where? Sorry.
This little blue building right over here.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for taking me around town, showing me around.
Oh, they also show you the woodworkers, which is right here. If I can reveal it, come on. There you go. And Halia's home.
Halia's home.
Oh, and Lanine's home, who runs the Lion Shield Coster.
Nice. Okay.
And then here, I'll just go ahead and reveal the rest of it. Barthen's home, the town green is just kind of like a commons area, and the Eldermath Orchard. And there you go.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. I will see what my adventure. I'll look around more details about these jobs, and then I'll talk to my party. Which one we start?
Excellent. If you need any particular details on the regarding the orc incursion at Wyvern 4, let me know. That's the one that I'm focused on, the one that I'm most worried about myself.
Well, how many orcs are in this band?
That's the problem, is we are unsure of their numbers. They've been slowly making their way westward from their tribes in the east, and we're worried that if there's too many of them and they encroach too quickly, we may not be able to fend them off with the
Yes.
with the groups that we have here.
Yes, a band of orcs create a wall.
Yes. Essentially, we're requesting that someone take care of the issue, or simply report if the issue is too big to take care of. If you're able to take care of it, of course, we would pay in full. But there's also partial rewards available if you can simply bring us back information. If you can establish some sort of communication with these orcs to see what they want or what their intentions are.
Yes. Okay. Hmm. Well, we'll look into. Well, first, where is Wyvern Top? Wyvern, Wyvern, Wyvern Tor.
It's a very good question. He would show you to a map of the area, which would have a couple things on here that you guys are unaware of. So, Wyvern Tor, I will reveal to you, along with Connieberry and the old Owl Well. As a part of the quests that are on the board that reference these areas. Wyvern Tor is it's in the mountains. To get here, you would travel at least a couple of days east on the Trevor Trail, but to get there, you would have to go through some of the hills and mountainous area to go to where it is. The orcs haven't encroached beyond the mountainous hills yet, but I'm worried that if they continue to make their way westward, that they may become a problem sometime in the future. So, better safe than sorry. I'd rather see what their intentions are now before it's too late.
Alright. Well, thank you for the information.
You are most welcome. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask.
Well, thank you, and have a good day.
You as well.
All right.
All right. Meanwhile, we'll cut over to Ezra as you approach the Shrine of Luck.
Sure. Sister
Gorelli.
Gorelli. Sister Gorelli there.
Yes. You see a scholarly young elf who doesn't appear to be in necessarily high what's the word I'm looking for? High spirits. But she would introduce herself as Sister Geraldine, an acolyte of Timora, the goddess of luck and good fortune.
I will greet her in Elvish. Say, hello, sister. Greetings.
Yes, I very rarely get anyone who speaks in this tongue. It's quite an honor to have someone here in the city. Everyone likes to hear their native tongue.
Yeah, yes, of course. It's nice to meet you. I am wanted to introduce myself and tell you about the group I am working with. Sadly, this group came into town and was delivering some goods and was waylaid by goblins, and unfortunately, my cousin was killed in that attack. We are getting ready to revisit the goblins and hopefully deal with their threat to the roads.
My condolences for your loss. Unfortunately, that doesn't appear to be a rare story around these parts. There's been an issue with those goblins on the road, and
Is that right?
I appreciate your bravery in wanting to do something about that. That would be quite a good thing for this area.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I wondered if perhaps you knew either of we were even keeping in mind what happened to my cousin. We wanted to secure some potions of healing, something to help protect us during that effort that we'll be making, and wondered if you might have things like that, or where we might find them, or if you had any other advice or resources or suggestions that might be helpful.
Well, what's interesting is I actually myself have purchased some potions of healing recently from the Phandalin Miners Exchange. They're the type of place that would buy and sell such things from adventurers, and
Okay.
I believe she has stock. I do have 3 that I'm offering as a reward for a bit of a errand that I'm looking at procuring. I suppose if you were to commit to taking on this quest, I could give you one of them as a gesture of good faith, and maybe 2 upon completion.
Well, what is the quest that you have?
Well, there's I wouldn't say rumor necessarily. It's more of a historical story that there have been many accounts of this, so I believe it's quite true. But that to the northeast, there's a banshee that goes by the name of Agatha. She occasionally is approached by those brave enough to brave the woods, to ask her for information. She's a banshee that, if you're able to endear yourself to her, she's able to give information about the area. The legends say that Agatha was a witch that lived here many centuries ago, but now haunts the Neverwinter Woods, near the southeast of those woods, in the cottage that she used to live in. I was able to collect a jeweled silver comb that I believe would, if given to her, would persuade her to give her some information that I've been looking for regarding the location of a spell book that belonged to a legendary mage by the name of Bowgentle.
Well, I think our group would be amenable to taking on that task as long as we survive our efforts on the road with the goblins. So I believe I can speak for our group that we'd be agreeable to that arrangement. If you wanted to spot us one of the potions, I'm sure that could come in handy in this effort. And then upon our return, we can come back and make arrangements for the job that you're looking for help with.
Excellent. I would be happy to accommodate that. Just for your information, Agatha's lair is to the northeast of here, just west of Connieberry. There is a pretty well-worn path between there and the small settlement. The Connieberry is a fairly new settlement that hasn't been around very long, but Agatha's lair, while not danger itself, there are many dangers in the Neverwinter Woods that around that area. We find that no one that has had an encounter with Agatha has ever been harmed. But if you're unable to ingratiate yourself to her, then she will simply not show herself, or will disappear and not give you any answers. But I would be remiss if I didn't warn you that there are many dangers in the wooded areas around there.
We have already learned of the dangers of journeys, so we thank you for the warning. We have become acutely aware of the treacherous roads in this place.
Understood. and she would present you with one of the potions of healing.
Well, I will thank you. I'll say thank you so much, and will please wish us the best of luck, and we will check back with you as soon as we're back in town.
I will indeed be praying for your safe return.
Thank you. All right.
All right, and then I think we'll cut back to Oljar, who was going to the Fandolin Miners Exchange.
Yes.
Okay. So as you guys are going through the town, before I have you guys, before I have you go over that, go ahead and make a perception check. And I'm going to have everybody make this check as you guys have been going through the city.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, yeah, that's high enough for everybody to notice.
We're a perceptive group.
Yeah, you guys would notice that as you're going through the town, occasionally you would be looking around and you would just see someone watching you, someone who people that don't introduce themselves, who don't approach you, but seem interested in your comings and goings. And as you started to notice that more and more, you would see a pattern that all of these people are sporting the same red cloak. And you're reminded of the group of people that the proprietor of the Stonehill Inn had discussed with you, the Red Brands. So it appears as though as you guys are coming and going within the town, that you've been noticed by the Red Brands. They appear to be tracking your comings and goings.
Do we know how many?
Yeah, you would each notice 2 or 3 different Red Brands tracking you throughout the day. So you wouldn't get an exact idea of their numbers, but at least 6 or 7 different Red Brands throughout the day, if you were to all tally your viewing of them.
Well, people staring at me everywhere I go is nothing new for me, so I probably would pay no heed to that. Just
Same thing for me, but they're acting shady. It's like, you know, there's the look.
Well, I'm literally a walking bunny rabbit. I've seen some racism, so someone jumping me from out of an alleyway while wearing colored garb is nothing new.
All right, so
Well,
so as you go into the Fandolin Miners Exchange, you see that it appears to be a rather large trading post, where it has it looks like Halia, who runs the place, takes a special interest in rare goods, in mining supplies, and just general valuables that people would look to buy and sell here. You would imagine that if Halia made this business for anything, it's to try to take advantage of the what you might call a gold rush
Okay. So
of Fandolin.
this are boosted.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll walk in. Is there a clerk?
You just see a single woman behind a rather ornate counter, and she would introduce herself as Guildmaster Halia Thornton. You see, she kind of looks like she's got kind of an ambitious and calculating look about her. She's a little bit on the middle-aged to older side, and she just kind of carries herself with an air of confidence.
Okay.
How can I help you?
Yes. Are you Miss Halia Thornton?
I am indeed.
I am an adventurer. I saw your notice on the town hall board.
Ah, yes. You're interested in attempting to find the outlaw that we have in our midst here in Fandolin.
An outlaw?
Yes. Well, the rumors that I hear is there's an outlaw that's calling himself Glassstaff. He appears to from the information that I've gathered, the intelligence would indicate that he is running the Red Brand group.
Ah, yes, I see. They're the ones with the red. It's a handkerchief or.
Yes, well, that's all the information I can give you, unless you're willing to commit to both taking this job and also keeping it to yourself and not spreading the details of it around. I can't have any of the Red Brands finding out that I'm interested in their comings and goings and dealings.
Well, right now, I was. Well, as you see, there's a lot of how do you call it? Uh, quests that need to be done, but I just want to know just the gist of each one.
Well, if you do decide that you'd like to take up this quest as you called it, then feel free to come back and get more information. But for now, that's I might even consider that I've said too much. Again, I'm hoping that you can keep that information to yourself.
Ah, I would, miss. My mouth is not as loose.
Well, that's good to hear.
Well, I see you also have items around.
Yes, I pride myself in exchanging rare items, and adventurers tend to take up much of my business, both in buying and selling. Do you have any trade in particular that you're looking for?
Yes. Well, we're looking for some healing items.
Ah, yes. Well, I have a few healing kits that can be used to help patch up somebody if they're in rather dire straits. And currently, my stock of healing potions is somewhat limited, but I do have 3 on hand. I'm always looking to buy more of those because they don't tend to stay in stock very long around these parts.
Ah, yes, with the goblins and the orcs around, I can see why.
Well, there's just been a general increase in activity due to the rumors of the magical forge, as they're calling it. I'm not sure if I believe in it myself, but I can't deny that the business has been good around it. There's certainly been a lot more travelers through this area, and business is booming.
Well, business is never a bad thing.
No, indeed.
Well, talking about business then, how much would a healing potion cost?
Well, currently I'm selling them for 55 gold a piece, but I could part with them for 50 gold a piece if you were to buy more than one.
Oh, okay, and the healing kit?
The healer's kit is only 5 gold. It's not quite as potent or as well, yes, there's a bit of a magic touch to the healing potions, where a healer's kit is more classic medicine that kind of works more slowly. But yeah, these are 5 gold for 10 applications. It can be used to prevent death more than anything else.
Yes. He said 50 or more. All right. Well.
So yeah, you could do. So basically, you can do 55 gold for 1 potion, 100 gold for 2 potions, or 150 gold for all 3.
Well, I need to go talk to my party. I will come back, or one of my party members might come back.
Very well, I'll be here.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
You as well.
And I walk towards back to the tavern.
All right. You find there Harry and TikTok still working away on one of the pieces of leather armor.
Harry,
Very
TikTok.
confused.
I distribute the how do you call them, the notices of the quests. You can say.
Okay, the quest board.
Yeah, the quest.
Yeah, and
It's
you would even notice that it appears as though one of the notices is rather fresh. Was actually posted by your good friend Sildar, looking for his friend Yarno within the town.
Finding Yarno.
Yep.
And it looks like he disappeared around the big
manor?
Yeah, around the manor
up
house.
the hill.
And if you talked to Sildar, who is there still resting and recovering, he would say that that Yarno was a good friend of his, a wizard from his order who had come here to help out the growing town. But a couple of months ago, he had disappeared, and his last known whereabouts was he was seen around the Tresdar Manor.
Well, old Jar, I was more of a hindrance than a help here today with the leather. So perhaps you and me go take a look at the manor tomorrow, and we ask Sildar.
Well,
if he
Sildar is
knows
just
anything
isn't
else.
Sildar in the inn? We can
Yeah,
just
but
go
he's
ask for him.
resting.
He's resting. Okay.
You know, he's still recovering, but I say we give him tonight anyways, because it's.
Well,
we've been
we'll
at it
wait
all
until Ezra comes. See, because I see that, how do you call it? There's a
We still have plenty of leather working to do, so I know we need to stay another night
Yes.
or two.
All right. Well, we'll wait for Sildar to come to, how do you call it? Review. How do you call it? Our
Yeah, your quest.
Our
your
plans.
Quest logs.
our plans for tomorrow. Organize.
Speaking of which, it's just about the time when Ezra would stroll back into the inn from the Shrine of Luck, and would actually immediately notice the Banshee's bargain quest sheet that you have, and that appears to be the quest that you were given more organically from Sister Jarelli.
Yeah, and I'll say, oh, hey guys, I've got a few updates for us. So I visited the Shrine of Luck and chatted with the sister there. She had a quest herself, which I see it's matching the one that's on this paper, which is to go visit this banshee. It's sort of a long story, it seems, but anyway, in agreement for taking on that quest soon, she spotted us a healing potion. So we can use that as a little bit of insurance as soon as we're ready to go after those goblins.
Oh, that's nice of her. Actually, talking about healing potions, I talked to the lady, or how do you call it? What's her name? I have it here. I talked to Hella Thornton from the Falandar's Miners Exchange. That a healing kit will cost us 5 gold for 10 applications, but she also has 50. She has 3 healing potions. One will cost us 55, or she'll bargain us down if we get 2 for 100 and 3 for 150.
How much do we
TikTok.
want to spend?
Well, I agree with TikTok.
I say we finish our leathers and sell those, as well as any other misplaced goods we have, before we go try and buy the potions, especially if she's willing to strike a bargain.
Yes, and also, so we can, while TikTok is fixing the leathers, we can go meet the rest of us three. We can go find out about what happened to to Sildar's friend. He's right here. If he's still in town, it's not that hard to try to find a Yarno.
Right. I think that should be the next thing we do for sure, especially while we're still preoccupied and waiting for Sildar to recover.
Are we waiting for him to recover with the idea that he would
No.
adventure with us?
But well, I mean, we can't even ask him until he does. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was the plan.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking of we all go. We go to Sildar. We just ask him, like, we go check out the manor, and then the farm. TikTok. What's with the farm? I look at the adventure thing.
Yeah, what farm?
I don't remember.
I haven't heard anything of a farm.
Oh, elderly farm.
Yeah, that's the lost friend one, the little teeny tiny one at the bottom.
Oh yes, that's yeah. We can also go talk about. Yeah, we can check out that mission too. But it seems most of these jobs are usually outside of town, but the Sildar is in town. So while you work on
that's the one
those,
that's ending. That makes sense.
yes.
Yeah, you would
So-
know the two in town appear to be Sildar's quest and the one from Halia, the
Yes, the outlaw.
the outlaw.
Yes. And then Halia said the outlaw, she won't speak more of it because it involves a certain group in town that she doesn't want information to leak out.
That's fair. I don't think we should take off too much, or else we might not be able to chew it. So let's stick with the farm and the manor tomorrow, I suppose, for where we go around, and we'll see if Sildar can provide any more information.
Okay. No, that'll be great. So it'll be another night in town.
Okay, so you guys still have your rooms there. Sildar had said he was going to pay for you guys to be there as long as you wanted to stay in the town. So you guys have another night of comfortable living arrangements here at the Stonehill Inn. And you wake up in the morning, and Sildar is downstairs eating. He looks a lot healthier. Maybe not back to full strength, but he does. He's looking a lot better at this point.
Okay. I'll go to talk to him, and sit there, but it's not all business.
Okay.
So I'll ask him how he's doing.
I'm feeling quite a bit better. I'm having a new set of armor made for me, which will be ready tomorrow, and looking forward to getting back to a little bit more normalcy.
Were you perhaps still willing to journey with us if we were to leave in a few days' time? We are currently looking around town for supplies and other quests to go on, and we would love to have you.
Absolutely, I would be honored to join you, especially to get some revenge on those goblins that had taken me captive, and perhaps find my well, I suppose all of our patron in a way.
Yes, indeed.
Track down where Gundren is.
I've actually already pledged myself, and the others have agreed to go back to the goblins the very next task we do, as soon as we leave town. That is.
Excellent. Well, if you want, if you wanted, I would be able to join you tomorrow. I'm having I've arranged to have a couple of um, I've arranged payment with the Lion Shield Coster for a couple of weapons, and like I said, the custom armor I'm having replaced with the smithy should be finished tomorrow.
Well, no worries if he is a little late on it. We are still repairing some leather armors to sell, so that we have a bulk of gold for our supply cache.
Good, that's a good plan.
Yes, Old Jar came up with the idea with TikTok that we should stock up on some potions and some kits of healing or something like that.
Always handy to have for a group of adventurers that are constantly running into trouble.
Yes, I just wish it was us that were the trouble running into them.
Well, these things have a tendency to turn around over time. You all seem still rather new to the profession, but I have confidence that you'll gain experience, and soon those tables shall turn if they haven't already.
Does anyone else like to join us for Brekkie?
I would.
Sure, I'll come over as well.
Yeah. Zildar, I see that you have a quest.
Ah, yes. One of the things I had been looking to do when I arrived into town was to track down my old friend who I hadn't seen in a while. I had heard he had come to the city to help in the town leadership and get things a little squared away with some of those from my order. But it was unfortunate that I found that he hadn't been seen for the last couple of months. He's a very prominent mage from within my order, but I don't expect he would have just simply gone missing without a word. But I'm not sure exactly what happened to him.
Well, we can look around, talk to some folks, and then see if he's still in town. If he's not, well, we can, after we deal with the goblins, we can probably search for him. Maybe he left town.
Yeah, it could be. I expect that some sort of word would have been sent to me by now if he had been relocated. But yes, if you all wanted to investigate, if you're able to find any information on his whereabouts, I'm sure I could drum up a little bit more of a reward for you.
Surely, as a member of our group, you wouldn't have to reward us. You are going to be joining us. It would be kind of strange. It's like a quest that you yourself might be partaking in, even.
Only time will tell, I suppose. But do let me know if you find anything out.
Could you give us perhaps a description of like what he looks like in great detail? Does he wear the same thing every day, perhaps? Eat any specific kinds of food? How well acquainted are you with this friend?
Well, we joined the order around the same general time. He's a bit of an older man. His name is Yarno Albrecht. He's a member of the Lord's Alliance, much like myself. As I said, he was last seen a couple months ago before he disappeared around the Tresdar Manor. Let's see. Oh no! My Roll20 add-on crashed here. 1 second, guys. Sorry.
All good. I'll just do a piece of work.
We can take. Are we going to do a break in the middle here?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We're about halfway through, so let's go ahead and take a break while I reset everything. I'm currently catless, so this is a good opportunity for me to get up and use the restroom anyway.
Oh, and I think. Oh no, hold on. I need to charge my headphones.
Looks like a short rest is in order.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'll take a short rest and be back in. We'll call it a 5.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I see the little blue text
too.
on there. It's,
I mean, I see the locations. I'm not sure if that's what he typed or not.
Yeah, I typed the locations in blue. Did you all see the
Oh, yeah.
the blue? Yeah, okay.
I'm actually
Yes, I
going to
can.
move them because they're not. The
Yeah,
Lion Ship
because
Coster is right there.
Yeah, yeah. But
The Miners
what
Exchange is right there.
I couldn't catch the whole thing. What Costa was that?
It's Lion Shield Coster, and you can see it, and it's like got the little arrow going to it.
Lion Shield.
Yeah, it says Lion Shield
Coster.
Coster, and then it's got the arrow going to
How
the
do you spell
building.
Costa? How do you spell Costa?
Coster. You got it right there. Coster.
Oh, okay. That's a lion shield. Okay, I
No.
find it.
Alrighty. Do we have everybody back?
I'm back.
Did I get the spelling of the elder leaf correct?
Which
the
one?
Farm? The farm, like the elder leaf. Is this spelled with a E or a A? Elder leaf.
Now, are you
Farm.
able to see the text there that says Alderleaf Farm?
Yeah, I typed it in. Is that correct?
Yes, but I'm wondering if you're able to see the text that's like
No.
right here, the big
No,
text in
no.
black.
We can't see any text actually. On the player's map, we only see the buildings. There's no text.
Really?
That's why I had to like write it there myself.
Oh
Wait, what happened?
my gosh!
What about the rest? Do you see?
Oh,
any
there it
text?
is.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wait,
That's
what
why
happened?
I had to like type it in myself.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, wait. Are you supposed to? Oh, yeah. I was like, wow.
I thought that showed up because I had it blacked out when I revealed it. I thought you guys were able to see it.
Nope.
Okay.
You clumsy adventurers can't remember locations even when I show them to you.
Right?
It's because I be smoking the
Yeah.
Harry Hoppy over here. You know?
More like distracted by spiders.
Fuck.
And I think when I saw the notice board, one of the missions, right? There is this mention of what elder, what's the lady's name? The last one, the one on the bottom, lost friend, the
Oh yeah.
Eileen elder leaf, right? So I think that was the one I was referring to that we haven't really found out more about what was that about. So I thought that probably that has to be related to the farm itself, right?
Well, guys, I apologize. Now you should have everything.
Now I've got 2 sets
Great.
of everything.
I will say though, when you did the map too, nothing showed up. You know how when you show the map of where the world map?
Yeah, because
Like,
now I'm
yeah.
understanding how this works. So I have it
Oh,
I have it blacked out, but what I'm
Mhm.
not realizing is all this stuff is left on the GM layer.
Oh man.
Yep.
I didn't know. I
We
thought we were
can't see all
supposed to be updating this map personally. So.
Well, gee, thanks for helping me learn here, guys. I feel a little embarrassed.
I always kind of agree with Harry, where if I was like, wait, are we supposed to write this down ourselves? So, like,
I mean, I wrote down like who owns all the locations in Phandalin, what their names
Oh,
are. And,
yeah,
like,
same.
what
But
kind of
I thought
position or
I
role
mean
they
right
have.
on the map. I'm like
Yeah. I honestly
like
thought
TikTok
it
thing.
was you typing those in. TikTok did such a great job.
yeah, right. I was like, oh, I never seen that. Like, I never seen the green color. Like, I seen the black, but
Good work,
Like,
Joe. Good work, Joe.
All right, well, now you guys should be able to see everything that you're allowed to see.
Yeah.
Oh, now it makes
See
sense.
Agatha's
But
lair.
let me ask you, can you see what I see?
Right? A child.
This map is now named. I see the town of Phandalin.
And everything in Phandalin now because you've all been. Oh, okay. Well, you know, I learned something today. So thanks for helping teach me, guys.
You may now level
No
up
worries.
to level 2.
I'm
Map.
now a level 2 DM. Thank you.
No, I'd give you much higher level than that.
Oh,
So now with
This is from your team.
the
level 2.5. Go.
2.5. Okay.
Oh, and there's even a little northwest, east, south thing that's hiding over here.
Oh.
Not that wasn't obvious already. Wait, is this should be on there too? Why is
Yeah,
all
look
this
at
stuff
that.
on the token, not on the token layer?
What else?
Everything's
did you
hiding.
put?
I think that's
Oh.
it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Dang. So you can kind of
Hey,
like.
hey guys, is there any particular place that we should have went to but didn't, like the farm? I think we haven't got anything from the farm.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the Alderley farm first, and then we're gonna go to the Trans Manor.
Yeah, we're gonna
What
go
about
to the
the
manor and look for Yarno after the.
what
Okay.
what about this place? Is there a
Oh,
significance to this place? I think we haven't gone here, right? We haven't gone here. We haven't gone here.
Yeah, you haven't. Yeah,
I don't
you were
think
pointed
anyone's
out to
pointed
the
to
Elder Math
Orchard.
the Elder Math Orchard, but you haven't had any reason to go there. Like no one said that there was a quest point there or anything.
Yeah. There isn't. It's just that it's there.
Yeah, just that's what that. Yeah, that's
Well,
the Elder Math Orchard.
We kind of have some direction here already, but I'm
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
if it's important, we'll hear about it at some point.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys
just-
head to the Alderley farm.
Yes.
Actually, right before we leave, TikTok, is there anything you want me to look around for, today or tomorrow while you're stuck inside repairing the leather?
Is it another
Uh,
check too?
No, actually, I think I'm sick with the leather working, so I will be out and about and walking around with you guys. I think going to an
Oh.
abandoned manor later, right? Okay, no, you guys can go to the. Okay, no, man. Let's go. Let's all go together. I'm bored staying at the inn.
Well, if you're actually done with the leather, then I'll trade with you, and I'll go back to doing chores, and I'll go sell the scrap leather and leather. Because I'm sure we can always find more scrap leather off of the goblins we're going to go kill. And then I can go try and buy those potions while y'all are snooping
Well, I mean,
around.
we can so we can all go because like I said, it's not gonna take long, right?
It might take a little while to sell the.
Okay.
The Lion Shield Coster's a busy place.
Okay.
I-
Then we'll meet up at the town master's hall, and then from there on we can all walk to Tristan Manor together. So after we're all done with our
so
little.
y'all go to Alderleaf, and I'll go sell this real quick. I'll be fast about it, I'm no dilly-dally. And then I'll go buy. Do you want me to try and get as many potions as I can get, or just focus on 2?
How many potions you guys want?
You said there was 3. I think we'll be able to afford all of it.
Yeah, we might. Well,
Yeah.
I also
Yeah,
kind of
that's
want a healer's kit though too.
Yes, TikTok said
Yeah.
he can cure wounds, but a healer kit would be good. But I'm sure that's much cheaper than a potion.
Yeah, it's 5.
I'll try and get all of it, and if I have any left over, maybe I'll try and get anything else I can think of just for the whole group, like a rope or small bags or more more torches, anything that I can think of.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Sounds good.
It sounds like the suit of armor right before y'all came down for breakfast. I was told the suit of armor for Sildar is almost done. It should be done sometime today or tomorrow. But then he's also going to be good to go with us to kill those goblins like we discussed.
Okay.
That is great.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right. I'll just start sacking the leather together with rope to help bundle it, and looking busy, kind of waiting for them to head out. And I say, y'all be safe at the farm. I'm sure the alder leaves are lovely.
Well, you also be safe. Watch out for those red band.
The who?
There's a group of guys. They've been keeping an eye on us. They have red bands. Just ignore them, but just keep an eye on them.
I guess I was ignoring them on accident, because I noticed they were looking at me, but so is everybody else. I guess I'm kind of weird around here. I don't know.
Yeah. Just keep doing what you're doing. And if
Okay.
you need help, just
You don't think they're
preach.
gonna jump me or anything, do you?
Not during the day. Not
Not
during
there,
the
yeah,
daylight.
not during the day, but at night maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll definitely stick closer to the center of town while I'm not with y'all as well.
Okay.
Won't walk down any alleyways.
I mean, you are carrying a lot of goods, so be careful.
Yeah, I gotta drag this there. It's so heavy.
Luckily, it's only about 200 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drag it all the way there, and then I'm gonna pick it up right before I go in. Hoist the little roped together leather over my shoulder, so it'll appear as if I carried it all the way there.
Alrighty. So as you head into the Lion's Shield Coster, you are once again greeted by the proprietor, Lenine. Ah, back again so soon, I see.
Yes, and I put some emphasis on it this time. Ms. Greywind, of course I came back like I said, and I have more goods to sell you. This time I hoist my sack of leather onto the ground, or whatever display desk she might have. And I say, one, refined, nice, new, neatly repaired leather armor set, and three very damaged leather armor sets.
Aha.
I got these as well from my friends, as we discussed yesterday.
So this is some nice refurbished work here.
Yes, that one was actually given to me by an acquaintance who is also a companion.
Ah, a
Not
nice
one of
upgrade
the-
from a regular friend, I see.
Yes, much more trustworthy. I should mention too, my height says 5'9", but 8 inches of that is ears,
Aha.
so I'm like 5'1".
You really are all ears, aren't you?
I'll listen. I might forget though.
So she gives a hard look over the armor. Yeah, this is basic entry level armor. For the
Nothing too
clear,
fancy.
yeah, for the
Of
clear
course.
hard work of this original one, I can offer you 10 gold pieces.
Fantastic.
For the damaged ones, though, especially until I get the supplies that were stolen from me, I can't really use them very much. So I could probably offer you 3 gold for each.
Perhaps we'll hold on to those then, and I can get my acquaintance / companion to repair them for you. That way they'll be much more useful.
Exactly. The craftsmanship on this one is quite good. I believe I won't have to do hardly anything to sell this one.
Yes, I didn't expect it myself. I actually tried to assist him in the repair, and it was like a child looking at the ocean with no understanding. It just moved and moved and flowed, and I just stared in wonder.
Well, if your friend is ever looking for work, feel free to send him my way.
Well, today he's out for play. He said he's tired of working, as this took him all day.
I see, an adventurer and a poet.
You know it. Shit.
She would hand you the 10 gold.
I just quietly unwrap the set and give her the leather armor.
Mm-hmm.
Let me party loot. I feel like it wouldn't quite get us where we need anyways without it. All right.
It's fine.
10 more gold. I just put the party gold into my PP slot for now.
All right.
Shut the
Surely
fuck
that
up.
has a better name.
It's platinum. It's
You know what they
platinum.
say: once you go furry.
Jesus Christ. All right. I guess off to shit. Don't help
Miners
me.
exchange.
Ah, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I do. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, just down the
Write it
road.
down.
You know, not too far.
A voice from.
You
My
hear
genie.
Ojar.
A voice from my genie tells me, "Don't forget, motherfucker. It's right down the road." The genie is active, so if you just want to like curse at me at any like
Harry,
time,
this is God.
he's in the I think he's supposed to have a name. I just didn't come up with it. It says he's one of the highest orders of genie, but that he is present inside my vessel. And you just kind of hang in that realm and you're invincible. So if you're just like Harry, you're a fucking dumbass. Like I just have to take that.
I'll keep that in mind. Thus far, it would appear as though the dealings and general
they don't matter.
yeah, they don't matter to this guy. It doesn't seem like you've done anything influential to really get his attention just yet.
Probably only notice me when I'm level 15 or when I enter the vessel.
I guess we'll see. Meanwhile, we'll cut to everyone else arriving at the Alderleaf farm.
Or we sorry, but did we see anybody outside or? Hello?
You don't see anyone outside.
Okay. Then I guess we'll walk towards the door and we'll knock.
Okay. Yeah, TikTok. There's no walls. This is just a little township. There's not any like anything around it.
Okay. No. So I was saying that there's this. I don't know whether you can see my tracing, but any significance of all this? Can you see that? There are these broken
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah,
Looks
those
like
are
a trace
like
of-
stone fences. But nothing as high as walls. Those are just like those are like property markers, if you will. And it looks like they're old. It looks like they're old and run down, kind of like the manor. Much of this town was larger before.
Yes.
Yeah, before it had been ransacked, and
Yeah.
centuries
Exactly,
ago, and has been rebuilt since then.
Exactly. That's why I was saying that I have stone cunning, so from the mountain, right? So I'm kind of curious, right? Okay, there's this town is sitting on another site. You get me? It's possibly sitting on another ruins or what. Right? So
Yeah.
I'm just saying that on the perspective, I will be on the lookout to figure out, hey, okay, what is is there some interesting ancient structures around the town that we are unaware of? So I'll be looking out for the kind.
Okay. Yeah, you don't currently see anything significant other than just the regular town. You don't think that there's anything hidden or I mean, you do see the ruins of some of the stuff that hasn't been rebuilt. Like you can see some of these smaller houses that appear to just be really, really old and run down and just haven't been touched.
Like symbols or whatever. Okay, so essentially that if there's anything in the what we maybe can know about like history, architecture, something like that. If that information is available, then I'll be actively looking for it. Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys go up to the Alderleaf farm, would you just like knock on the door, or how do you want to approach?
Well, I'll just straight up walk on the door or knock on the door.
Okay. So the door would first be answered by a very young child, very very short, even for his age. You see, this is a 10-year-old halfling who would excitedly introduce himself as Carp. Hi, who are you?
We're adventurers, and we saw there's a quest.
Oh, you're here to see my mom. Okay, 1 second, Mom. And coming to the door would be a little bit of an older looking halfling. She looks like she's in her mid-40s. She's got a nice warm smile on her face. And she introduces herself as Quilin Alderleaf. Give you that name. Son Carp. Hello. How can I help you?
Yes, we saw your post on the town master's hall.
Okay. Yeah, come in. She ushers you all into her rather small home. There's enough seating for a couple of you to have a seat, and she quickly brings out some tea and some like fruit and veggie type snacks. You would assume this is stuff that is brought from her farm. You see, the house itself seems like it's rather new, but the farmhouse and like the what do you call it, the shed out next to the house does look like it's a little old. Like it was maybe an older building that's been slightly restored, but not quite. It doesn't really look nice necessarily. It looks more functional. And then as you guys kind of take a look around, you see that there is a rather large bit of farmland behind where the farmhouse is, and it looks like it's rather prosperous. Like it's growing growing better than you might expect a farm in this area to grow. She says, well, thank you very much for coming by. I've been looking for a friend of mine that's been lost for well, he tends to travel around this area, so I guess I wouldn't necessarily say he's lost, but usually he comes by every week or two to check on us, and I haven't seen him in about 3 months, so I'm a little worried.
Yes, I see that person is a druid.
Yes, yes, he's a druid by the name of Rydoth. He actually helps me a lot here on the farm, and is able to give me tips to help things grow a little bit. I don't know what I would do without him.
Rydar, how we spell that?
Yeah, Rydoth the druid.
Yes, TikTok. You're saying that when and where was he last seen?
Well, the last I had spoken to him, he was interested in going to see my old homeland. The place is now in a complete ruin. It was overrun by undead creatures. It's a place called Thunder Tree. It's up to the north. It's near. Let's see. Why does TikTok keep appearing over here? I'm confused.
What? Oh, it's because he's typing.
Oh no. This must be on the GM info layer. That's weird. Maybe not. Yeah, there he is. Okay. TikTok's everywhere. It's up near Neverwinter, a little bit to the east. It runs along the same stream or the same river that feeds into Neverwinter. It's just a bit on the south. He said that there was something troubling up in that area, and he was going to go investigate it.
Was he in the habit of investigating things like that?
Yes, he kind of, if I'm being honest, he kind of flatters himself as a bit of a caretaker for this area, at least from a nature perspective. He likes to keep knowledge of what's going on in the area and kind of report if anything disturbing is going on. He was actually the one who originally found out about many of the issues plaguing the area. He had brought back information about this banshee that we had been hearing about. He gave us a more direct location, and same with the undead that have been popping up around the old owl well, and the orcs that apparently have been gathering in Wyvern Tor. All of these things in the area, that information mostly comes from Ride-Off.
Has Ride-Off? Have you ever seen Ride-Off with a person named? Ironor? Albert?
I don't believe so.
He's a wizard.
There was a wizard that had come here a couple of months ago, but I don't believe I heard much about him. I only heard that a fairly prominent wizard had come into the city. What I understand, he either left or had gone missing.
Was Ride-Off known to the to the important folks of the town? Sounds like he did a lot to help this city out in different ways.
He had made a couple of reports, but he wasn't the most social gentleman. I think he and I had had more of a connection than anyone else in the town. But like I said, he would regularly go around the area. He generally stayed away from largely populated areas. So as this place became more and more populated and more people moved in recent years, he hasn't been around as much, but he would still come and visit us here. So I believe that something must be going wrong for him to not be here. And if I had to guess, I worry that perhaps he had gotten into trouble. This was the first time he was planning on going back to Thunder Tree. This was actually, Thunder Tree was my home when I was a child, but we had to flee when it had been overrun by the undead.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, it was some sort of curse that was coming from the north. And we had heard about it. We were ready to evacuate. And most people made it out before the town was overrun. But we never figured out what was going on in Thunder Tree. And I believe he was going up to investigate it a bit. It's been a long time, though. I'm not sure what can be done.
How long has he been missing?
He's been... the last time we saw him was about 5 or 6 weeks. So it hasn't been too long, but yeah. I would expect that if he was going to travel to Thunder Tree and be back, he would have been back at least a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. He's able to travel a little faster than most people.
And how does he look like?
Let's see. I might actually be able to give you a picture. Just to make this a little easier. He's a very old gentleman. He's been around for quite a while, which is why he's so knowledgeable. And she would describe him in the picture that I posted here in Discord. He's very wise, and he's a very sweet man. And he's not what I would say extremely trusting of outsiders or people that he's not familiar with, but he's definitely a good friend of mine, and I would wish to see no harm come to him.
Well, we are doing. Well, we have a quest in our hands right now, but if we see him along the way, we'll definitely make sure that he's okay, and we'll bring back news about him.
Excellent. I don't have much to offer you in return, unfortunately. Ever since he's been gone, my my orchards haven't been growing quite as heartily, and the longer he's gone, I fear the worse off we'll be here. But we'll continue doing what we can. But I don't currently have anything extra to offer you. But I do remember of an old charm, an old family heirloom that had been kept in Thunder Tree. So if you do go there to investigate, you can feel free to take it. It was hidden in a box underneath a group of shelving in our in my family's apothecary shop to the northeast of the town, and it would fetch a pretty large sum if you were to retrieve it and sell it. If you do go up there and investigate, whether or not you find him, just for the effort, feel free to take it and sell it at your leisure.
Well,
Plus, if you do find Rydoff, he's very knowledgeable about the area. I'm sure if you were to help him, if he is in any kind of trouble, I'm sure he would be willing to give you back information about anything in this area that you wanted to know. He's quite a good friend to have.
well, thank you very much.
Oh,
For
sorry, I was
your
going to show you
information?
guys. Sorry, I was
Okay.
going to show you guys Thunder Tree,
Oh,
which is
Thunder Tree,
revealed up
okay.
there just to the east of Neverwinter.
Well, we will, as soon as we can, we'll make it up there to check on him. He seems like a
Excellent.
great guy.
Yeah. All right.
see
Well, thank you very much. Do you mind if I ask what you're planning on doing next? I'm very curious. I don't get out much, and I always thought the adventuring life would be so interesting, but it just, it wasn't for me.
Hmm.
Yeah, or... Go ahead.
Oh, well, first we're gonna go look at the manor. You have information about it?
That old place. I've never been up there. It's quite abandoned and a bit scary. And as she's kind of contemplating, you hear Carp pipe up. She said, "Oh yeah, I've been all around that place." She says, "What?" "Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Mom." "Oh, you. What are you guys doing at the Tresdar Manor?"
Oh, we're figuring out a missing person.
"Oh. Well, the only people I ever see around the Tresdar Manor are those Red Cloak guys.
Oh,
I see them sneaking in and out of that manor all the time, but anytime I go looking around, I can't find anybody."
Oh. Yeah, those guys seem a little suspicious. We've seen them around town, and
yes.
we are noticing them ourselves. But what's your impression been of those guys?
Oh, well, they always come around collecting their protection fee, is what they like to call it. I think it's a bit over the top, but they do. I will admit they do keep the goblin incursions away, and ever since they've come around, it does appear like things have been a bit safer. But it's unfortunate that they don't seem too honorable in terms of how they dole out that protection.
How much are they collecting from you?
It's about half what I pay in routine taxes each month to the town master. It's not much, It's something that I can afford, but so I don't make much trouble. But it's unfortunate because you would think that a more honorable group of people would just naturally wish to protect people rather than lining their pockets.
And does the town not have a guard or some sort of...
No, there's
group
no
to
official
protect the
government here. Most of
Hmm.
Phandalon's more recent revival has been just for people that have moved in and have been interested in living here and having a fresh start. But that I suppose that's how most big cities start, right? With just a few people, and then it
Sure.
grows, and then eventually it becomes too large and wieldy for everyone to govern themselves. So they eventually have to install a regular government. But I would say Phandolin's probably not there yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, we appreciate your time, and we will definitely, you know, be looking out for write-off, and as soon as we have a chance, we'll prioritize that search. And we're sorry he's missing.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. It was nice to meet you all. And by the way, I'll mention, as you guys were eating the fruits and vegetables and the tea, it almost seems as though that first of all, it's incredibly tasty. It's very, very good, and it almost feels like it's a little bit invigorating to you all. You all can add 3 temporary hit points to your temporary hit point
nice.
pool.
Almost all of us.
That's true. That's true.
It'd be
All
like
but
that
Harry.
sometime. It's all right. I'm taking up some responsibilities, you know. I don't have time for snacks and tea time. I can't let what
Come back
happened
here
to Ben
again.
happen again. And it's my
Okay, we're about to go get into a big fight, guys. Let's go get some buff
Yeah.
fruits and veggies and tea.
Got any more tea?
Got any more of those buff snacks?
yo, right? It's all right. I actually do have a buff snack.
There you
You
go.
know? I'm feeling a little scared by myself. I might as well use it.
Oh,
I call it moose munch. No.
Oh man, it didn't roll anything.
TikTok said, "Does anybody have detect magic?"
I guess I'll just roll it.
I assume it's something the druid's doing to help with the farm.
Probably.
I don't have detect magic.
Yeah. I'm a barbarian, so
Yeah, and you don't even necessarily. I would say you as characters, you don't notice. It's not like you're like, oh, I have 3 more temporary hit points. You feel a general sense of wellness and invigoration, and you guys are under the impression that you're just put in a really good mood by this great, wonderful host, this good food, and you know, you're just feeling good.
Yeah.
okay.
Though,
All right.
yeah, if anyone did have detect magic, they could certainly attempt to see if something weird and magical is going on.
Yeah.
Don't let me stop you, but
No, I don't think nobody does. That's the thing.
Well,
all right. So you guys would all meet at the town master hall was the plan, right?
Yes.
I was gonna go to the store while they were there too.
Oh, right, yeah, the Phandalin Miners Exchange. Yeah, you had plenty of time to do that. And as you go in, you would be greeted by Halia Thornton, still there.
How old is she? She look like a missus?
She looks a little older. I would say edging on the upper end of middle-aged, but not quite an elderly woman.
All right, I come in with a sack of gold in tow, and I hail her. I say, I am Harry Daggerhop III. Nice to make your acquaintance, Mrs. Thornton. I've heard much about you.
Ah, yes, thank you. It's very nice to meet you. I'm glad that my reputation apparently precedes me.
Yes, I'm glad mine does not. I am with the adventurer you met yesterday.
Ah, yes.
Came in discussing, I believe, health potions with you.
And I still have them.
That's perfect. I believe the price he said was 2 for 110, right?
Well, actually, if you want to get the 2, I'd be willing to part for it for 100.
Oh, that's fantastic. I forgot there was a deal for more than one. I also have a list of gear that I was preparing for you, if you don't mind. Seeing if you have all of this might take a little while.
Okay.
All right. I'll take the 2 health potions and I'll hand her 100 gold.
Okay.
And I guess can we hold this all right here for now? On the like table until we've got it all together.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll also need a healer kit.
Yes, of course. All right. That would be another 5 gold.
No problem. I give her 5 more of the party gold. Let me remove that. I've got 10 party gold left. How many ladders do you have?
That's an interesting request I don't get too often. Let me go check. And she walks to the back. She appears. You hear some general sounds of sorting and moving stuff around. We currently have a 20-foot ladder and one 30-foot ladder that both retract down to 10 feet.
I'll take both. What would the price of those be?
They're basically 1 gold per 10 feet. So the 20-foot ladder would be 2, and the 30-foot ladder would be 3 gold.
That's fantastic. I'll give you 5 gold for those. If we could just leave those on the floor right here for now.
All right. She brings those out and kind of sets them off to the side.
Alrighty. Do you have a chest for purchase?
Let's see. That's a good question.
While you're back there, I suppose a tent and some bedrolls as well.
She does have one of each of those. She brings out a. It's a good sized chest. It's about 3 by 2 by 2. It's about 25 pounds, and she offers that to you for 5 gold.
I'll give her 5 of my gold for that one.
Okay, and then she has 2 two-person tents, which are 2 gold each and 20 pounds.
I will pay for that with the party gold.
And what else?
4.
A bedroll, you said?
Healer kit. Yes. 4 bedrolls.
Yeah, she has plenty of those. 1 gold each.
All right, I'll pay for those with my gold.
Seems like you're planning quite the adventure.
Yes, we have some goblins to slay for revenge and for a quest, as well as we have possibly some orcs to slay, or at least dissuade from coming further. We're looking for our new party member's friend while we're here. Before we go to the goblins, we've got much to do. I'm sure you could see future business in us, and if you have any kind of discount program, I would love to sign up.
Well, currently I'm looking for an adventuring party to find a local outlaw. I believe I had actually discussed this yesterday with your companion.
Yeah, I was told not to talk about that, actually. He said...
Not prepared to commit to that, then.
No, I just have a big mouth.
Well, I suppose it matches your ears, then.
Yes. Why, thank you. They're quite soft, actually. Unlike my harsh words that come out and ruin lives.
She starts to reach her hand a little bit forward and then thinks better of it and says, "May I?"
Quite an unusual request. I usually only touch my ears with, it's a little weird, I know, but you've seen it in nature, with my feet to scratch them. I've washed them recently, but that's up to you on the cleanliness or whatever.
Let's see. She would think better and say, "Oh, very well. That's all right. Thank you
Yeah,
for
it's
the
not-
offer, though."
It's definitely not custom to pet ears. I wouldn't think
I
so.
apologize. My curiosity got the better of me for a moment there. But yes, I would say that if you were to take on this job at some point and complete it for me, then certainly I would be able to give you either a discount in the future or possibly even a small rebate on some of these items that you purchased today.
Okay, that's fantastic.
It's also I'm also paying 100 gold just as a reward for the quest itself.
Yes, I won't be able to forget that. Thank you. If you don't mind, could you help stack this up on me?
Absolutely. She has
Strange request, I know.
she has she has some carrying implements that make it a little easier to carry. Like the ladder items and basically like the miner's version of a shopping bag. So it's stuff that if you're strong enough, you can definitely carry it all. She would help escort it outside with you,
Okay, perfect.
and help you
Once
pack
we
it
get
all up.
outside, I actually drop my bag to the ground and I say I just need to carry these items for now. The items I've purchased.
Okay.
Help stack them up on me, but first let me grab this. I take my necklace off and I open a little chamber on it and I put it in my hand. I'm like, all right, let's start stacking these up on me.
Okay. And she would help you do that, yeah.
I have 10 strength. Can I carry everything, do you think?
Well, you can. So you can carry 150 pounds worth of stuff before you become encumbered. When you're encumbered, you move at half speed.
I do just need to stand still, so perfect.
So yes, you can carry all of this.
Um,
Though you do kind of look like someone who, like they're getting their groceries out of their trunk, and they just do not want to make more than one trip, even though it's ridiculous how much stuff they're holding.
All right. I'd like to use Genie's vessel.
Okay.
To enter the vessel with all of my held equipment, and I can only do that once per long rest. But I bring all of that in here.
Okay.
And I leave it here, and then I leave unless the genie wants to yell at me.
As it's closing behind you, it appears as though the genie has noticed that you've left all the stuff in here and says, "What is all this shit?" And it, closes.
Shit. And the only thing I kept out of there that I bring back with me is the healing potions and the healing kit.
Okay. All right, so you meet everybody at the Town Master Hall.
Correct. Let me...
And you all meet up around the same time. I would say that you probably get there a little earlier, and you're kind of waiting around, and but probably within 5 to 10 minutes, everybody gets in from the Alderley farm.
All right, let me copy paste everything I just purchased into a separate page.
So what would you all like to do now that you're all back together? The Town Master Hall.
I just announced I've got the healing potions. I hand the party one of them, and I say, if you don't mind, I'd like to hold on to one, because I am quite quick if anyone were to go down.
Well, you have how many you have?
I bought 2 healing potions.
2?
I
Yes,
had
and I
one.
believe someone else already has one.
Okay, so
And then I have this healer kit. I put that on the.
all right. Well, TikTok. Well, if I'm gonna fight in the front line, I'll probably be the one who's gonna need it.
I'll give mine to you.
No. I mean, like, I'm probably gonna need it, but like, I don't wanna. I don't want the potion. I think it's better for someone to give me the potion. You get, or
Okay.
I think TikTok's gonna be behind lines, right?
TikTok's wanting to be a front line.
Oh, TikTok wants to be a front line.
I'm gonna be at the back for sure
Okay.
from now on.
I'll be
Then-
back and forth.
He's a healer.
TikTok, what's your? Wait, TikTok, you only have 12 AC. Oh, he's 19. Okay, then TikTok, you'll take the healing potion, and then I think who's good with medicine? I look at everybody.
Well, the nice thing is that the healer's kit,
Yes.
it skips the medicine check.
Oh,
If you have the
skips
healer's kit, you can use one charge of it to auto stabilize somebody.
Okay.
Perhaps
Then-
I'll
As an
do
action.
that too until TikTok runs out of healing
Cure
spells for the day, and then when he does, I'll trade it with him. Or if
Okay.
he's getting relatively low at the beginning of a fight, I'll toss it his way.
Okay, that's fine.
Does that sound good, TikTok?
TikTok
Fantastic.
agrees.
I also bought a lot of other adventuring supplies. I exhausted our gold resources as well as dipped into my own, and I don't have any gold really either. I have enough gold to buy us all, including our new companion, a couple weeks worth of rations right before we leave.
Well, I look around. Can I make a perception check?
Sure.
19. Do I see anybody with red from the red bandits?
It's funny that you mentioned that because, yeah, that's high enough perception that you do see. Specifically, there are 4 red brands that are approaching you from the direction of the sleeping giant.
Do they look like they're gonna confront us, or?
Make an insight check.
12?
You're not really sure. It could be.
I point at the rest of the, or I don't point, but I go in a low voice. I tell the party. It looks there might be trouble, and I like point or don't or I nod my head like pointing at the way. That pointing towards the red the red gang or the red brand.
Yeah, so you all turn around and take a look at the direction that Uljar is indicating. And you see the 4 red brands coming up to you, and one of them, who kind of steps forward, seems to be leading this group, calls out to you, hey, we've been seeing you guys going around talking to everyone in the town, and we just want to let you know that staying here too long has its downfalls, if you know what I mean.
No, what do you mean? It looks like a lovely town.
Oh, it can be lovely, or it can get kind of ugly.
With
Well, if it
gentlemen
gets
like
to getting
you,
ugly.
I'm sure it stays less ugly as long as possible.
we can
I've
take
heard,
care of ugly.
Yeah, I've heard you're the town guard. That's your job. I'm sure you do it well.
Well, you know what they say. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Am I right?
True. We are paid adventurers, of course. We all adventure for different reasons, I suppose, but we all get paid.
Well, our suggestion would be that you guys find somewhere else to adventure.
Well, it seems this town has a lot of, how do you call it, quests or.
Yeah, it looks very lucrative here. Why would we want to go somewhere else?
Well, there's already people here that are doing the adventuring within the town. If you guys want to continue on your adventures elsewhere, that's fine by us. But I wouldn't suggest staying too long.
Okay, I mean, we're headed out of town like in a day or two anyways. We were just waiting for a companion's repairs at the smithy, and they should be done today or tomorrow, honestly. Can I try and persuade them to leave?
Sure. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Or deception, if you persuasion or deception.
Just try and persuade them to leave.
My friend, I don't think you're quite understanding. It's time for you guys to move on.
All right. As soon as the smithy hands us the set of armor, we'll leave. Does that work with everybody else? We'll be out of these guys' hair in a jiffy.
They are actually going to start approaching you at this point and say, if you're not gonna leave willingly, we're gonna have to make you leave.
Like right now. Can we at least get a refund on the armor?
Yeah, that's not really our problem.
Harry? How do you call it? I think they're trying to intimidate us.
They're trying to intimidate us? I would like to cast Hex on the main guy in the party that's approaching us.
Okay, well, as you begin casting a spell, that incurs the general idea of
Battle?
Yes, of hostility. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't have a battle map prepared for this because I don't know exactly where your guys' first encounter with the Red Brand is. But we're just going to pretend. We're going to use our imagination.
We're on one of the roads.
That this is like the main road in the town, and also Ben's not even here. I don't have an icon.
Yeah. Well, how are we lined up? I was kind of
this is Ezra. Ezra still owes me a portrait.
Oh, I sent it to you in the Discord a while back.
Did you?
I did. In our message between each other, I believe.
No, I haven't gotten anything. I said, hey, message me with some art. And you said, oh yeah, and then I haven't gotten it yet.
Thought I did.
Private message, maybe?
Nope, not in private message.
What in the world? Okay.
So at this point, the Red Brands have gotten basically right up to you. 4 of them.
There we go.
And it seemed like Harry was kind of in charge here. So we'll say you guys were like this.
I'll put myself right there.
Sure.
So I'm like, huh. I saw them coming, so I was like...
Generally
okay.
in the middle of the town.
Yeah.
Get hexed on, nerd.
And yeah, Rusty, if you want to send me the art, I can do this real quick.
I just put it in the
Discord.
Excellent.
He looks like quite an adventurer, am I that?
He does.
Like main character status. Me and Umik over here look like background, like special looking guys, but that's like it's like a main guy, you know.
He's got main character status written all over him.
Yeah, like honestly, the wind is billowing his cloak. Like, I'm just.
Wait, did you get the cloak of billowing from the first segment?
Look at it. It's
Just
billowing.
wish fulfillment.
It's billowing.
All right. Well, I will have you guys roll initiative, and you do get the hex out on the original guy. So the first red brand is indeed hexed. But other than that, we will just go into initiative order here.
Fuck you, Henry. Whatever.
So, I am learning my character here, but I think I get. Oh, that's terrible. Do I get? Oh, I didn't select my token. I think I get an advantage on initiative.
Can you
Why the
post the,
possibility?
can you post the feature that gives you that?
Yeah, let me see. Would that be on that cogwheel? Is that where I'd find it? Where would I find it on the sheet?
The bottom right of your first character page is where it should be. In the features and traits section.
Oh yeah.
Either that or
How do I-
if you did like the character mancer, it might have just auto put it in, but I don't see advantage rolls.
You
so-
click on the
How do I-
name.
It's Vigilant Blessing. I don't know how to.
Oh, the little bubble.
Little
Press
bubble.
on-
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, on the next. Wait. I don't know how that works. If that.
You're supposed to do it before.
Works
combat.
in
Yeah, you would have to
Oh, I
have
see.
done that ahead of time. Yeah.
That's
I see.
basically my bad, you know.
Here we go again. Just kidding.
Okay, so I messed that up. This was 4. All right.
And mine, I messed. Okay.
Sending. All right. Well, why do we have so many initiatives?
Oh, there's
The goblins.
goblins.
Oh,
the
it's because I
goblins
never
are
cleared
not-
out. I never cleared out the last initiative. Okay, so
Yeah,
Oljar
ours-
is an 8. Harry is
Omen?
10. TikTok was 13. And there we go. All right. That's everybody. All right, so the red brands move first. So this first guy is going to come up with his short sword and is going to attack you, Harry, because you hit him with the hex.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
An 8 and a 12.
I've got a 14.
All right, so he misses on both as you nimbly
Ooh.
dodge out of the way.
Sure.
Meanwhile, these other red brands are going to start flanking you guys.
Oh shit.
And so there'll be one attack to each of you. The first one will go after TikTok. And whiff.
Puff cookies.
The second one is going to go after Ezra.
Ooh, they
18
both
and
hit.
16?
They both hit.
The 18 hits.
Oh, Ezra. Oh, never mind.
All right. For 6
Why am I-
piercing.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I gotta fix your token. It keeps.
I think you copy and paste the original one, and then it just keeps on like.
Yeah, you gotta. I think you can save the token actually on your sheet even.
Yeah, but I'll need to fix the token originally. But yeah, I'll fix the copied and pasted one I had. And by the way, this is traveling music. This is not battle music. So just one second.
I don't know. I was feeling the flow of it.
Feels like at any
Honestly,
moment it could get intense.
It's
Yeah, right. It's like it's gonna
you're
speed up real
right.
soon.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, you're just waiting for the beat to drop, really.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
Oh.
All right, so the
Can we get a sea shanty from?
so the last one is attacking
I've
Oljar.
been listening to that all day
Okay.
today.
Old car? No, that's wrong.
Oh, it's old jar. Sorry.
I got it.
I got.
All right. So the last one attacking Oljar.
They both miss.
Very low rolls from these guys. So you can tell that they're not the most martially adept. But they get a hit in here and there. They seem like they're almost trying to intimidate you because they don't really understand. They don't think you guys are shit. Honestly, is the intent you're getting from them.
Okay.
TikTok, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move back, right, and trigger the opportunity attack for two of them.
So yeah, each of them get an attack of opportunity on you.
Ooh.
8 piercing. Top one.
Okay, then I'll fire both on them. The one that hit me.
9 is
I'm
going
shit
to
with.
miss.
That was disappointing.
There we go. Alrighty. Anything else for you?
So yeah, I'll just hang on.
Okay. Harry. You have hex to this one.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna rabbit hop.
All right.
Back through my guys, avoiding that opportunity attack. And then, let's see. Do I have anything crazy? No, we're gonna Eldritch Blast the one that I hexed.
Alrighty.
And if it lands, I'd like to use the 1 damage per attack genie effect, which gives me +2. I'll link it. It's at the bottom of the genie vessel. If you
Okay.
want to scroll up a little, but I will link it.
I believe you.
That I think that's a weapon attack.
Damn. Does an 11 hit that man?
It does not.
That's unfortunate.
Goes a bit wide.
I'd like to move back.
Okay, so you guys are starting to move back, which you can see the confidence kind of growing from the red brands as they seem to have you on the run a little bit, at least from their perspective. Oljar, your turn.
I don't move back. I move forward, and I target this guy, who's the leader,
Sure.
using a bonus action rage.
Okay.
But before I do that, I yell at everybody else, "Don't kill him, just knock him out."
All right.
I'll try.
I'll rage, and then I will attack this one with my halberd
Okay.
for a 25,
Yeah, that hits.
10 damage.
All right. So so are you trying to attack him? Are you trying to attack him with the halberd with the sharp end, or?
Let's go with the blunt end.
All right. So you give him a sharp shot to the gut, and you see him double over in pain. He definitely felt that hit. He didn't go down necessarily, but he comes back up kind of wide-eyed.
He's like, "Oh, right,
Ezra, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna take a step up here,
All right.
and I'll attack the guy just to my that's right in front of me with my rapier.
All right. 19 hits.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, just one attack. You gotta press the rapier.
What happened there?
On the right
weird.
side, you hit You click rapier.
Did I click the wrong?
No, no, no.
Yeah,
You
it's
on the
clicking
right side. No, you have
Oh, it
to
says-
click
Oh,
rapier.
I got it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Nice.
All right, so second red brand gets pierced. You hit him in the upper right shoulder, and that shoulder kind of goes limp a little bit for a second before he kind of shakes it out. But he's still a lot of blood coming from there, and they start to grunt and look a little more angry. Like they're at first they were trying to take you alive, and now they're looking a little more worried. Like they might need to do something else.
Oh shoot.
Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use. I think second wind is a
It's a bonus action. Yeah.
bonus action, right? So I'll go ahead and take that since I already took that damage.
Wait, isn't that to
That's the
heal?
one that-
It is to heal.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, but you're not hurt.
He is.
I am,
He's
I
down.
got
He's
hit.
down 3.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
right. I'm only down 3. I forgot I had those temporary hit points.
Yeah, you have temp. Yeah.
That's fine. I'll just hold off.
Okay. Well, a couple of these guys are going to continue to advance forward.
not the
So
cleric.
2 of these guys will attack Ezra.
Ooh.
Good grief.
So
Hey.
1
Okay.
critical, but everything else misses for 9 piercing.
All right.
And then 2 of them will attack Oljar.
2 hit.
For 3 piercing reduced to 1,
1
and then 6 piercing reduced to 3. So 4 damage.
to 4. Oh, it got rid of my temp, but
As you start to shrug off these slashes, these 2 start to look a little bit more worried. It's like, who are you? TikTok.
I'll fire a firebolt at this one.
Okay.
Is that the one I had hexed? I don't remember.
no.
The other
this
one.
is
The other one.
Netflix.
Yeah, this is the hex guy.
Come on, man.
Ooh.
Natural 1. TikTok. You start to put the firebolt out towards him, and while you're not in melee range, he's close enough that he blocks a slash at you as you're reaching it up, as you're reaching your hand up, and you kind of instinctually move it away like he's gonna slash at you, even though he wasn't in range, and the firebolt goes flying in a different direction.
Damn.
It actually hits the town master's hall, and you start to see people are kind of noticing that this combat is going on in the middle of the town and starting to kind of surround the area, almost like kids on the playground,
Okay, quick question.
Harry.
Can I use my bonus action to use my shield as a unarmed strike weapon and hit this guy again?
Only if you have a class feature that lets you do that.
You have to have Shield Master.
No. I mean, it's just an unarmed strike using my shield as an improvised weapon.
You have to
You're
have
a-
an action for that?
No,
Yeah,
if
bonus
you wanted to
action.
do like 2 weapon fighting, you'd have to be using a weapon in the main hand. That's more of like a
Okay.
that's something
Alright.
that can be done by blade singers. So I wouldn't let you do it just randomly, because that would cheapen the fact that blade singers actually have that as a feature.
Okay.
To, like, do a melee strike and a cantrip in the same turn.
Right, nothing else I can do then. Right.
Okay.
I will move here to share some burden.
Okay. Harry.
I will fire an agonizing blast at the man that is hexed once again.
Okay. 16
There we
does
go.
hit. Yes.
There we
Alright.
go.
That's plus
How do you like
2
them
as
apples?
well from the genie vessel.
and the Red Brand Ruffian goes down, flying backwards from the force of the blast. And he is steadily bleeding out.
Whoops. Sorry, I held back as much as I could. And then I'll run in to assist in sharing a burden.
Okay. Oljar.
I'll attack this one
All right.
with my halberd. 11.
11 misses.
11 misses. Okay. And I'll just move over here then.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Ezra.
I got outmaneuvered on that one.
All right. I'll attack the one below me there that's already injured.
All right, so he is flanked. So you actually get a +2 to your attack.
Okay.
That does miss. 9 will
Gonna do it.
miss.
Well, then I will, in fact, use second wind here this time.
All right.
Let's see here. How do I just roll the die, or what's
Yeah,
the,
what I would do is I would just roll a d10, and then you're just going to add 2 to it. If you want, you can also type that in as a command. You can type /roll, and then you can put like d10 plus 2.
/roll?
/roll space, and then you put in d10 plus 2. Goes like that.
Actually, +1. I only have 1 fighter level.
Okay, so yeah.
That'll be 3 either way.
3 health.
That's disappointing. All right.
We both rolled a 2. That's weird. All right, so the Red Brand Ruffians turn once again. So
Should have thought twice before you jumped us.
seeing that Oljar appears to be the biggest threat so far, and they have you flanked, they're both going to attack you here. So these 4 attacks will all be +2 for flanking.
Which one? Wait.
All right. The
Oh,
first one hits. Second one misses. Third one misses. Last one misses.
Yep. Still only the 1 hit for 4 piercing, reduced 2.
2.
And then the top one will continue to attack Ezra. 18 and 8
18 hits.
for 4 piercing.
All right.
TikTok.
Okay, I'll give the help action to whoever that is attacking this.
Help? You can't help. What?
How will you help?
I'll pull on his pants. Since I'm not hitting anything shit at all, I'll just help.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say you can give Ezra advantage on his attack if you want to try to distract the Red Brand.
That's
Okay.
it.
Harry.
Okay. Let me go back to my spell page. I would like to use the bonus action portion of Hex to move the Hex from this man to this man.
Okay. Yep, you can do that.
And then I will draw my dagger. I also forgot to put the Hex damage on that guy, so if that would have outright killed him.
Yeah, he's dead. You're right.
Shit.
No
I'm
saving
like,
that
don't
guy.
kill him!
All right, and I draw my dagger, and I say, "Who's the big guy now?"
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh.
Oh man. All right, let's do that, and then that, and then I don't know if Genie Vessel applies to that, but I don't think it's necessary. So I will not put the damage on either way.
Yep. Yeah, he is also dead beyond reviving.
And I'm like, Harry! What
He
the
gets
hell?
you. So the first one gets blasted. The impact hits him in the face, and then he falls hard back onto a rock. And then the second guy, you try to slash across his chest, but he feels like you're slashing upward. So he tries to duck, and you end up slashing right across his throat, and he just instantly dies.
I have a background moment, and I kind of like snicker a little bit, and I'm like, looks like it's a rabbit eats ruffian world, boys. And I go ahead and run around this guy. I just rub my dagger into my ears to stain him with the blood.
Alrighty, Ulchar, your turn.
And I'm gonna recklessly attack because I'm like, Harry, don't kill him. And I just swing my blade backwards.
You're mad at me.
That's 19 to hit, yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Jesus.
You crack this guy, assuming you're still using the blunt end. You crack this guy in the back of the knee as he turns around to go after Harry, and it crumples him to the ground. He is now considered prone.
Okay. And I am like, stay down, or I'll tell Rufin to stay down.
All right.
That's all.
Ezra.
Hey,
You have advantage on your next attack because you're getting helped by TikTok.
Oh yeah. All right, I will take a step up here. Yeah, that's good. And I will attack with my rapier. Jerk. Remember how to... Oh, it does it anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, 16 hits, yeah. All right.
And then I'll... I keep hurting. Yeah, I'm not doing great here. I will cast Healing Word on myself as a bonus action.
All right.
Okay.
All right, you heal for 3.
That's it.
All right, this red brand ruffian will stay down and will surrender. The top one, though, isn't quite done. He's going to attack Ezra twice.
Twice?
Yeah, he's got... Yeah, they have multi-attack.
They just suck.
21 and 15?
The 21 hits. I'm down.
For 8 piercing. Max damage roll.
It's alright. We got everything we need to deal with that.
We're prepared.
You guys...
TikTok.
The dice
No!
are just out to get you, Rusty. I'm sorry. Like,
TikTok, heal that man.
I figured out the odds of failing every single check for Ben. It was 1 in 64.
oof.
It was 1 in 64 to fail all 3 of my death saving rolls, and for everybody to fail their medicine checks or whatever those were. 1 in 64.
Now, see, if I wanted to be a dick DM, what I would say is this guy's going to come over here and try and stab Ezra twice. No, but I'm not going to do that.
Ultar gets an attack. Ultar gets an attack. He does.
That's true. That's true. Between the 2 attacks of opportunity, he probably wouldn't get there. But yeah. So yeah, Ezra does go down, and he is he's starting to bleed out, but he is still alive, certainly. TikTok. So you move over and cast Cure Wounds. All right. So you immediately
Yay.
pop back up, but you do have 1 point of exhaustion.
Hey, you and Ben got something in common.
I'm done.
Okay.
Alright, 1 point of exhaustion.
Harry. This guy in front of you is crumpled and is begging for it to stop. As he's holding his knee.
Are you still there?
Just kind of thinking, you know.
Oh.
I guess I'll move the hex to the guy they're fighting.
Okay.
Oh, I'll just agonizing blast him, assuming
Alright.
this guy under me is not gonna attack me. That's
No,
a
he's
14
not
kill that
threatening. And 14 is their armor class. That just hits.
Let's go.
All right, well, fuck that guy. I will apply my +2 to that one. So 17 force damage. Oh, it's actually necrotic for 3 of it, huh?
Sure, yeah. The guy gets blasted back from the force damage, and then starts to rot a little bit from the necrotic damage.
Harry, what happened?
He's rotting just like his attitude was.
Well, someone go help Ezra before he becomes Ben.
Oh, I'm back up. I'm back up.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
Ezra's
back up?
back.
Oh, okay, okay.
Cast Cure Wounds on me.
Okay.
I'm not out to get blood. They were already red.
Alright.
All right, and we'll call that a completed combat as you guys, unless you guys want to coup de grace the last red brand.
No.
I'll leave that to
No.
you.
No.
But I will lean in and use my where is it? My harrowing event feature. That's not even the harrowing event feature. Hold on. It's the eye thing I did last time, where he looks into my eyes and you can see that I've
Rabbit's
seen some
been
shit.
places.
But I'm going to go look it up because I want it on my
Seen
sheet.
some shit.
Harrowing event. What the fuck?
Hopping
That's apparently
mad.
a League of Legends thing as well, so
Oh, yeah, it is.
that's
Yeah, it is.
yeah. Haunted One background from D&D Beyond. It's loading. I wish Wikidot was up. My internet sucks. If someone would go to the D&D Beyond Haunted One background for me, I would really appreciate it. Because it's just not loading.
Do you have that? Do you have it on your character sheet?
No, I thought the harrowing event that I triggered was the one that had it.
Which one is it?
Mistaken. Haunted One background.
Yeah,
My
Poacher and
background-
Ben.
My background like trait that I can activate is used to intimidate people. And I thought I linked that, but I did not. If you could copy paste it.
Yeah, which one is it? It's 1 through 10. There's like about 10 of them.
No, I don't think it's the harrowing event. It's the feature. The background feature.
What background?
Oh, okay, mine loaded.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's okay. I found it. Took me a while.
There it is.
That
Heart
one.
of Darkness is what it's called. But
Yeah.
That rabbit's been through some horror.
I'd like to intimidate this man as much as possible.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Alrighty. Intimidation.
There we go.
There.
He looks into your eyes, and you can see as he, as his friends around him have just been absolutely annihilated. Much of it at your
will tell
hand.
the truth. You will tell the truth of what happened here as you attacked us, or else.
Okay, man. Don't kill me, please.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Ugh.
1 of 4 chances that it was you that got to live today.
All right.
And the crowd around all of you looks a little stunned and not a little bit concerned. And you see a rather large man kind of pushing his way through the crowd as you see Harbin, the townmaster, coming through and says, "What is the meaning of this?"
I kind of just gesture down to the dude I just intimidated with my bloody dagger, and I not like threateningly like to poke him with it, but just to point him. And I'll say, this man will tell you himself why he attacked us.
I tell the man on the floor.
We were we were trying to get them to leave the town, and this and he points up to you. And he says, "This one started casting a spell at me."
A spell that is harmless, of course, unless I were to attack you, as I waited for you to attack me first.
He looks around at his fallen comrades. He's like, "Yes, clearly your spell casting is completely harmless." Ugh.
I have nothing to hide. If anyone knows what Hex does, it amplifies further magic attacks. It does not do anything itself. I don't think
These
driving
guys.
people out of town by force is hardly legal sounding anyways.
And you see a small kid come out from where he seemed to be hiding behind one of the broken buildings, and you see Carp emerge, and he says, "Yeah, Mr. Townmaster, sir, the Red Brands attacked them. They were just defending themselves." And I'll have you all make a persuasion check with advantage.
I've got training in persuasion. Oh no, just deception. Feels bad.
Can I give myself guidance for this?
Sure, absolutely.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
Yo, we suck. Hey, there you go.
I did perception.
Okay, so 11, 18, 8, and TikTok.
TikTok, you gotta make. Oh, there you go. 14 or 16.
Oh, you.
No, that was Ezra's.
That was mine. I rolled
Yeah, I still don't have one for
perception.
TikTok.
But...
TikTok, you gotta roll with persuasion.
Roll anyway, TikTok. Good heavens. Well, okay.
Ooh.
If he crit fails on persuasion, he could dissuade. So.
Yeah. So
Really
that's 2 successes and 2 failures. Well, yeah. So advantage advantage would be 15, 16, 8, and you actually have to roll twice because you have advantage.
Wait, he rolled double 5? No. Oh, okay.
Roll again. Roll again, TikTok.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
so it's a 5. So that's two
Wait.
successes, 2 failures.
That's right. That's right. It's got advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
you. That was a.
Hurling
was a
shit
good call.
today. Holy.
All right. Well, the townmaster walks up to the Red Brand, and he grabs him by the collar and starts dragging him back to the townmaster's hall. He says, "Don't worry, I'll see that this one is properly punished." He looks around and he says, "Clearly, you've already taken care of punishment for the rest of them. I would say to you all that vigilantism is not encouraged around this area. I would say that in the future, I will be looking more sternly at anyone who just wantonly murders in the middle of my town."
Well, self-defense isn't murder, sir.
Yes, well,
wasn't our
even
intent.
so, killing people that are just simply trying to escort you out of the town, I would say is probably not the best judgment.
I will willingly give up my blade if it'll make you sleep any sounder, Town Master.
He walks off in a huff, again dragging the now screaming in pain Red Brand.
Okay.
I just savagely toss my dagger over my shoulder at the group of bodies, just like to land in between them. Y'all can keep that. I don't need it anymore.
All right.
And as you look around, you kind of see a look of concern, but also maybe you almost see a little bit of a glint of hope in some of the townspeople that watched this transpire. It doesn't seem like anyone is feeling any love loss other than the town master for these Red Brands. But it seems like most people don't. They're not exactly cheering for blood, but they feel like they're proud of the group of people that stood up to the Red Brands, and they kind of start to disperse.
I give the boy 3 GP, and I announce very loudly so anyone else that's near can hear. Honesty is a brave and dangerous virtue, young man. Thank you for telling the truth. And I give him the 3 gold pieces.
Wow, thanks, mister.
Yes. Quite the brave little adventurer you are yourself.
That's all I've ever wanted.
Gotta stick up for each other, you know?
He goes over and he picks up the dagger that you threw. He said, I'll keep this safe.
Make sure you clean it. And if you play with it at all, just,
Maybe just
yes.
don't play with it.
Don't play with that. Seek proper training.
Okay.
You know what? Just hold the pointy end away from yourself, honestly. You got it.
Okay.
Don't run.
He starts to run off, but as you say that, he slows to a walking pace. And,
a slight jog is all right.
And then it's kind of like he's trying to walk with it very deliberately and carefully.
Shit.
Back to the Alderleaf farm.
All right.
I whisper like to Senny the genie. If that guy dies, it's on you, honestly.
And as you guys, the crowd disperses, and you all look around at the mayhem, but also the successful defense of your all's honor and the ability to stay safe from the Red Brands for now. That is where we're going to end tonight's session, and we'll pick up there next week.
Phew. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Doc, that gonna have to
Yeah.
guard at our inn room or something, or we head out.
All right. Well, I did want to let you guys know that